25-20, 10-5, touchdown Huron! 82-yard touchdown. Quick set by Hines up the middle. Mitchell on the ricochet, can't get to it. That sleight of hand that all good setters can do. Hampton Hines with the quick set skill.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Hines again, set across Claggett, left side, through the block. Huron at match point again, and he's looking right, going to throw it that far sideline. Gavin Moaning had to put it in there perfectly. 32 yards.
The Huron Tigers are brought to you by these first team. The Huron Tigers are brought to you by these first team sports backers. The sports backers.
The Huron Tigers are brought to you by Wilbur Ellis. The Huron Tigers are brought to you by Wilbur Ellis. Huron Community Campus. Huron Community Campus. Slumberland Furniture. Rostrello Motors. Dairy Queen. Dakota Land Feeds. Huron Regional Medical Center. Car Chiropractic Clinic in Huron. Real Estate Connection. By the Norby Center for Recreation. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant. Hartman Physical Therapy. Farmers Union Insurance of Huron, Blaine Anderson. PB Sports. The Scoreboard. South Dakota Attorney General's Office. Gary Zell Auto Glass. First National Bank. And Kurtz Heating and Cooling.
Here's two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And good evening. It's football mode tonight. Huron Tigers, Yankton Bucks, quarterfinal, first round of the 11AA football playoffs. The two teams, of course, just played a week ago, and with the numbers crunched, we just have a rematch here a week later, just different facility at Crane Youngworth in Yankton. Huron comes in at 4-5, Yankton at 8-1. Obviously, Yankton the favorite here tonight, especially after a 56-21 win last week against the Tigers. Dave Corcoran joins us here again. And, Coach, kind of an odd situation. It's not unheard of, but it doesn't happen often going back-to-back like this during the, for the end of the regular season, first round of the playoffs.
Well, like I say, it doesn't happen very often, but here we are. And we know what we're up against. We just played them last week, so there's going to be no secrets here. You know what you got to come out and do.
Now, this has happened before, but it's been a while. I remember back the old days, which weren't that long ago now, where we played with back-to-back at least once, if not twice, in that time. But again, that's where they told us to play, so we'll play. And at least we get to play tonight, as there's a couple of games that had to be postponed today. But, we don't have the best of weather here, but certainly looks like football weather.
Well, it is. At least it ain't white out here. We've got the kind of misty and stuff like that, and it's a little chilly, but that's what we're in. That's what we're used to. This is what we expect when you get into the football playoff towards the end of the season.
And I just think back, first 4 games of the season for sure, maybe even the 5th, I wore shorts. Not so much tonight.
Oh, if you do, you're tougher than tough. I can tell you that much. But no, and we got a little bit of a breeze out the game.
Now the wind is going to be you look at the flag at the end; it's not moving much. Again, Crane Youngworth is in a residential neighborhood. Basically residential to our north behind us, and then to the south is the old Yankton College campus, which is minimum security prison. So, we're kind of, I suppose, kind of like Mitchell, too, where it's in a residential area, so that might keep the wind at bay a bit.
Well, and then you look around, look at all the trees and how tall they are and how
Yes.
thick they are together. That's going to cut a lot of things. If we have anything, I think maybe kind of swirl from once in a while, and you're just going to have to deal with whatever Mother Nature throws out as. That's for sure.
Well, we might cut down the wind, but we're going to have the greasy skid stuff tonight. A light mist falling here in Yankton, but not that we're not expecting it, so it's just going to be a little chilly here. Talk to both coaches, Brady Muth, head coach of Yankton, our own Drew Strand of the Huron Tigers. Those interviews coming up. We'll take this time out on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95.
Is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Brushing up? bettering yourself? Or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
We continue our pregame report, 11AA playoffs, Huron Tigers at Yankton, and with Brady Muth, head coach of the Bucks, they finished out the regular season 8-1. They're the number 2 seed. Were tied for the 1 seed and fell to number 2 by tiebreaker to Pierre. And coach, basically 8-1 season. I would imagine the kids pretty much set out and did what the goals were when you first started up back in August.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you as you progress through the season, you're constantly checking your goal board to see where you're at. You know, our guys did a really good job of sticking to the plan and doing what they needed to do to find ways to achieve a lot of those goals. There's still a lot of goals yet to be achieved, but it's been a fun group to work with, and they've really exceeded expectations, to be totally honest with you, here in Yankton.
And now we get into the playoffs, and we kind of touched on this last week since, well, we visited last week because Huron just played Yankton last week and turned around play again a week later, just down in Yankton instead of Huron. And kind of an unusual circumstance, but, you know, that's just how the playoffs are going to work sometimes.
Yeah, I can't remember ever having a situation where you played a team back-to-back, you know, with regular season, obviously, and then the playoffs. I'm sure it's happened before, just with the way the playoffs shake out in South Dakota. But, you know, definitely an interesting situation for sure.
You know, and last week your boys got off quickly there. I know Coach Strand warned me you run a quick offense, but that was a little quicker than I thought. Obviously, when you go as fast as you guys go, everybody's got to be on the same page, and for the most part, it looked like you were.
Yeah, we had too many penalties, to be totally honest with you. You know, the penalty situation, we've got to get cleaned up, and some of that just happens. Sometimes when you go fast, you get a little bit, you know, some jitters and things like that. But, you know, everything that we do, whether it's in practice, especially offensively, everything's done on a clock. So there's tempo to everything. So, you know, especially when you get into this point in the season, our guys have gotten more comfortable with the speed at which we operate. But to be honest, we need to be going faster.
Well, you passed the ball very effectively last week against Huron. Talking to some of your radio guys, said you probably usually run a little more, but I imagine just the way Huron was playing defensively and what you saw, the pass just seemed to be working the best.
Yeah, you know, our offense really is built to take the opportunities that a defense presents itself. So we go into a game with essentially 3 game plans where we have option A, option B, option C, and then in any play, those options can show up. And I think our quarterback, Lucas Campshot, did a good job of making sure we were in the right play. And you know, a lot of that is a credit to Huron's defense. You know, they played a very aggressive defense first time around, and blitz was heavy, and you know, they got up in our face out on the perimeter and rolled their safeties down, and they had success doing it. And I expect more of the same. I expect, you know, this time around there's going to be added pressure and tighter defense on the perimeter because they've got some athletes that can really get upfield and really, you know, they play physical football. It makes it tough for us.
You know, defensively, you had to be happy with the effort there, too. Huron did score 3 touchdowns, but came fairly late in the game, and just seemed like you're always keeping Huron off balance. When you blitzed, it always seemed to be effective.
Our blitz game, I thought we dialed up pressures in the right situation. You know, we try not to blitz or only blitz when it's, you know, it's a necessary thing to do. But I was really happy with the way our front 4 guys played. There's a lot of things to fix. You know, you go back and you watch film from that first game, you know, especially with the type of athletes that Huron has on the field offensively, there's, you know, enough times where we busted assignment-wise. We've got to be better than that if we expect to have the same result come Thursday night.
You know, and when you look at Huron's attack last week, it was kind of the opposite of you, where Huron's known as a timing pass spread offense, but yet it seemed like the run was working a little better for the Tigers last week.
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to their offensive line. Definitely a credit to their running back, and both their running back and their quarterback. Number 4 didn't carry the ball that much against us. I expect that to change just because he is a dynamic athlete. He can do a lot when he's got the ball in his hands. But number 15, Cuddell, he's a big physical runner, and it's a task to get him down on the ground. And so, that's one thing when we go back and we look at it, the amount of success they had running the football. We've got to do a better job in the box. And what makes that so tough is the guys out wide in the perimeter for Huron play really, really good football. And so you've got to be able to get in a situation where you can take care of the box. 7 guys, you start to roll a safety down in the box, which unfortunately we had to do a couple times just to help with run support. And that's when big pass plays happen. So we've got to do better stopping the run and just play more sound team defense.
And wrap it up with this. You know where you're at now. You know what needs to happen here as the playoff field is set. You're 2nd seed, you're on 7th seed. I know it's a cliche, but Huron can come in where they can try to put the pressure on you because you're expected to win, and Huron's going to come to play.
We completely expect the Tigers to show up and give us a heck of a game. Everybody, you can take records and throw them out the window when we get to this point in the season. Everybody is playing for their life, and sometimes there's desperation in there. It doesn't matter what stage you're at, you're going to do what you need to do to win the football game. And we are primed for this. We know that Huron is a good football team. When you break down the scoring, there's 28 points that came off of turnovers. Well, if you do the math, take those 28 points off the board, it's a heck of a lot closer game than what the scoreboard shows. And we know that, and our guys know that. And so, this is not a situation where we're going to overlook anybody. We know we're in for a dogfight, and we know Huron's going to come ready to play.
Brady Muth, head coach of Yankton, will talk with Huron Tiger coach Drew Strand next on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95. This Huron Tiger moment, class of 80, Patricia Ann Buckingham. Ann Buckingham was ESC and state high jump champion. She held the state record for the high jump when she graduated. She's also part of 2 state championship relays, was a starter on the girls basketball team. After graduation, she was South Dakota's first female to receive an appointment to West Point. She competed in track for the cadets. Patricia Ann Buckingham is a member of the Huron High School Hall of Fame.
The Huron Tiger scoreboard update is brought to you by Kurtz Heating and Cooling in Huron.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
We continue our pregame as we get set for first round 11AA playoffs. Huron Tigers at Yankton, rematch of just 1 week ago. Huron at number 7 seed, Yankton at number 2. And Coach, I guess we'll just talk about the most obvious thing. Not often 2 football teams play back-to-back 1 week to the next, and well, in 11AA in particular, the possibility is there, but it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I mean, some look at it as, what happened last week, but, for our guys, they've experienced it, they know what it's about now, and they kind of came in shell-shocked against us the first time, so, sometimes it's tough to worry about playing a team that you played in week 1 just because how much they grow and both teams change over the course of the season, so, we're looking at it as a positive thing of being able to go back there and, just kind of show them, who we actually are. I didn't think last week when we played them, we didn't show them, who the true Huron Tigers were. We were kind of scared and timid that game. So hopefully our guys are a little more focused and, just be more competitive and ready to go.
And one thing we did see was we were able to run the ball, especially in the first half, and you saw a few things there that, maybe we can keep that going.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can keep that positive run game going and just, hopefully that way we can keep their offense off the field and don't let them air it out as much. And we just got to pick our better downs of when we're going to throw the ball and, look for those shots and just stay steady with our run game tonight.
And time of possession could be the key stat because they can't score if they don't have the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to stop a explosive offense is just try to control the ball. And, hopefully we have that opportunity and our guys that are linemen, that we're behind all season and those senior linemen can just continue to grind all night with them and, just continue to get a push. I tell them every time we need 3 yards because 4th and 1 we'll go for it. So hopefully we can stay with that MO and just kind of ride that out the whole game.
And avoid mistakes, turnovers. I think Coach Muth just said they scored 28 points off 4 turnovers, which is something a good team does. But on the other hand, you can't hand a team like Yankton extra opportunities like that.
Yeah, I mean, turnovers and penalties killed us last week. I know a lot of the times, it feels like when they were getting penalties or when we were getting penalties against us, their drives kept moving and it didn't kill their drives. But on the other hand, when we were on offense or whatever, or defense, and we took a penalty, then all of a sudden it was like their drive kept going or our drive would kind of stop. So if we can kind of just hold ourselves accountable, focus there, I think our team will be all right. And then get rid of the turnovers. I know one of them came off of like a 4th down, throw it up kind of play. So, just not flipping the field and letting them have this short field and making them drive all the way. So hopefully we can, hound down on those things and just take control of the ball.
Defensively last week, just plain and simple, we are just too passive. Yankton is not normal, doesn't normally throw that much, but it was just there for him, and we just were more worried, it seemed like, keeping him in front of us than actually defending it.
Yep, it was almost like we didn't want to get burnt deep, so we just let them throw the short game stuff. So, hopefully our guys come out with a little more competitiveness, a little more edge, since they put up so many yards against us last week. So, our guys, they're playing more physical, a little tougher, so hopefully that shows tonight.
Now Holden Haig, he did sit out last week. He's going to give it a go tonight on defense anyway, because, and on defense, we're just better when you can just match both Holden and Colby there in those middle 2 linebackers.
Yep, I mean, with those 2 in there, they're both hard-nosed kids, and they go after it, and they key their keys. So they usually find the ball, and the ball usually funnels to them. So without both of them in there, it's kind of tough. So hopefully tonight with those 2 possibly in there tonight, it'll look really good, and we'll see where we're at with Holden and see if he can full go or not yet. But, he's worked his tail off, and whatever the outcome is for tonight, he's done a fantastic job, not only for this program, but for his seniors and for this team.
And also, I always say when we get to this stage of the season, it is the postseason. It's a game for the seniors because they know in order for them to put the black at white and orange on again, they got to win. And so hopefully there's some urgency on that.
Yep, and it's one of those things you never want to regret that. Not going out and giving it your all, and I think this group of seniors have done a fantastic job of, overcoming the adversity that we've had to overcome and just continue to compete every play. So, I'm looking for these guys to go out tonight and really put the team on their back and just kind of show these younger guys and just push ahead because, I don't think a lot of these seniors and all the time that they put in, they deserve to keep moving on and keep playing. So hopefully tonight they can really show that out there and show who the Huron Tigers are and just get after it.
And I know it's a cliche, but again, we're 7, they're 2. That puts the pressure on their shoulders. We have nothing to lose here.
Yep, nothing to lose for us. I mean, just go out, have fun, and, just be excited to keep playing football. I know a lot of teams now that AA has gone to 11. Some teams don't get to go out there. So, for our guys to finally get that opportunity again and get back out on playoffs, just a huge step for us and a huge step for our program and our kids. So hopefully we can get the community to back us tonight and just have an exciting game for these kids, and they can just fly around and play hard.
Drew Strand, head coach here on Tiger Football. Lineups, anthem, opening kickoff coming up on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95.
Are you ready for a new era in orthopedic care? HRMC introduces Dr. Kevin Hofer, a proud Huron native, bringing revolutionary orthopedic care to our community. Dr. Hofer offers expertise in robotic-assisted surgery for less pain and a faster recovery. Superior orthopedic care is available locally. Join us in welcoming Dr. Hofer and embracing the future of orthopedics. HRMC, the right care is right here.
The Huron Tigers scoreboard update is brought to you by Kurt's Heating and Cooling in Huron.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
South Dakotans, due to the recent flood, hail, and windstorms, many of you have damage and are in need of making repairs. When it comes to making the decision of who to hire to complete the repairs, you should always check with the Department of Revenue to ensure they're licensed to do business in South Dakota. And you should check with Consumer Protection to see if any complaints have been filed against the company. And finally, never sign anything until you read all the details. Rule of thumb, when someone knocks on your door to sell you a product or service, they need to provide you with a 3-day right to cancel. Go to consumerfd.gov and look under transient vendors or call 800-300-1986.
We're minutes away from play-by-play. Let's meet the Huron Tigers.
My name is Peyton Bischoff. I am number 14 for the Huron Tigers, and I play wide receiver.
Caston Caudell, number 15, running back, outside linebacker.
Ethan Bush, number 21, wide receiver and safety.
Gavin Moding, number 23, wide receiver and defensive back.
CJ Gainey, number 18, wide receiver, defensive back. Tyson Fitzer, number 24, wide receiver, linebacker.
Holden Haig, number 32, middle linebacker, tight end.
Ethan Olson, 42, safety, running back.
OK2, number 51, offensive line, defensive end.
William Davis, 54, PN, and left tackle.
Jake Shear, 60, O-line, D-line.
Locke Patu, 65, offensive and defensive lineman.
Connor Johnson, 75, right guard, DN.
D. Jackson Reynolds, number 78, O-line, D-line.
Brian Ramirez, a.k.a. Chumley, number 79, offensive guard and nose tackle.
Nick Kleinsasser, number 89, and kicker.
Here's two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And we're back here at Crane Youngworth, just finishing up the national anthem. We'll get the lineups, and we're getting very close to kickoff here. Huron Tigers, Yankton Bucks, 11AA playoffs, first round, quarterfinal, whatever you want to call it. Going to be a light drizzle here, I would imagine, all night. You can kind of see it against the lights. Nothing heavy, but it is certainly wet and will have an effect on the game, especially when it comes to ball handling and that sort of thing. Here's the starters for the two teams on offense. Yankton, their head coach, is Brady Muth. The tackles, and they got some wonderful names here in the offensive line. Tackles are Caden Warovnik. I'm sure I got that right. And Lucas Cordell. The guards, let me check my pronunciation list here again. Mark Cottle, along with Peyton Eustache. I believe I said that right. And the center is Vaden Greel. Did you get all that?
You have to. I don't.
Wide receiver Carson Ness, tight end Tucker Gilmore, slot back Austin Goebel, H-back Matthew Sheldon, running back Evan Zirk, and the quarterback is Lucas Kamshoff. For the Huron Tigers, starting on offense, the tackles Liam Davis, Hunter Fensky, the guards Brian Chumley Ramirez and Connor Johnson, and the center the Jackson Reno. Wide receiver C.J. Gainey, Logan Leyendecker, and Gavin Moding. Tight end is Colby Hofer. Running back Cashin Caudell, and quarterback is Colton McNeil. Drew Strand, the head coach of the Huron Tigers. Officials for our game are backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. And calling our game tonight, Steve Mayer, Peyton Mueller, John Ruvers, Steve Siegel, and Connor Singheisen. I know Mayer is from Vermilion. They are the law on the field tonight, and backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. So, Coach, I don't know if wind's going to be a real huge factor, at least here to start the game. I know the winds are supposed to come up as we get into the evening and into the nighttime hours, maybe not so much here down to the south, but definitely it's going to be slick conditions, whether you're running or trying to handle a football. The officials will do their best to keep the ball dry, but it's just going to be a steady drizzle, but I call it football weather.
Well, exactly what it is. You expect us when you get down to the end of the season like this. This is what we run into. So everybody's, and the thing is, everybody's got the same thing. There's nobody getting anything different here. You know, we're going to do what you got to do, and it's going to dictate a little bit part of how the game goes, but that's just why you play it.
Huron Tigers wearing all white tonight with orange numbers and black trim. A few black and orange stripes here and there. And Yankton tonight, they look like a traditional Yankton team. They got white pants with a red stripe, then the red jerseys with white numbers and not much else to the jerseys, kind of Penn State, but just in red instead of the navy blue that they normally do. And I know they wore black uniforms once this year, and well, at least one of my radio friends was not impressed with that. I thought black was actually part of Yankton's color scheme, but I guess it's just strictly red and white.
Well, and like I say, everybody does a little bit different version. They try to do this and do that, but
well, everybody thinks they have to wear black, whether it's one of their colors or not, looking at UP here in South Dakota State.
Oh, yeah, they just, whatever their reason is, I guess it's their reason, but doesn't always fit. But nice thing about it is we can read those numbers. That's the big thing.
Yeah, we've had pretty good luck with that this year. In fact, I've had maybe a few more issues with the Huron numbers being orange than most of our opposing teams tonight. So, yep, I will agree with that. I do wish Yankton had the stadium numbers, I call it, the ones on the shoulder pads. Those can be helpful, but you can't have everything.
No, they don't always think of what we need up here.
Now, this is one of just 2 games in 11 AA tonight, as the other is Aberdeen at Watertown. The other 2 were postponed due to the bad weather out west. Spearfish at Pier and Sturgis at T area will be played tomorrow due to the bad weather out west. There's a third game that got called off too. Stevens at Sioux Falls Lincoln. They're playing tomorrow as well. When I understand, Sturgis did leave this morning, but turned around and went back home. And Stevens left, or at least got started, and were in a minor fender bender, and they quit. And then that pretty much held Spearfish's hand that, yeah, we better not go.
Well, if the other ones can't go, you shouldn't go either. And it's tough enough driving on that ice with a car or a pickup. Try a coach bus.
Yes.
That's not fun at all.
Now, as far as I know, I guess I haven't checked for a while, Rapid City Christian did make the trip to Clear Lake to duel. And also Hot Springs is going to make it, or did make it, to Sioux Valley. But they also pushed the kickoff back an hour, Hot Springs at Sioux Valley, due to the slow going that Hot Springs had, at least when they got going.
Well, exactly. You're gonna fight the weather. And bless their heart for trying it. They made it work, but you got to get home yet too.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I would imagine the road isn't going to be that much better. Well, it was like Huron was sending out all-state orchestra and chorus tonight to Rapid City, or that was the plan last we heard.
Yeah.
So, yep, we got all that fun stuff going on as well. We're coming up on 6 o'clock. This is KIJV, AM/FM in Huron. And I'm Jeff Duffy. He's Dave Corcoran. We'll be calling our game here tonight as they have done the flip. And Yankton won the toss, deferred, just like last week. So Huron will get the ball first, just like last week. And we'll get our game kicked off here very shortly. So final thoughts, Coach. Again, I always call this a game for the seniors because you have to battle here if you want to see your days in black, orange, and white move to another week. It's going to be, you're not favored, but we can live with that.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes being an underdog isn't such a bad thing because, like we talked earlier with Coach Strand, the pressure's not on us.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing. We ain't got nothing to lose. We can go there, play loose, have fun, do your thing. Yankton's the one that's got to be careful because if we catch momentum, which we're very capable of doing, as things start going, we can light things up in a short period of time.
And I can remember not that long ago, we came here to Yankton with a number 6 seed against the second-seeded Bucks and won.
Yep, so anything's possible. That's why we play it.
So Huron will receive the ball. To my left, C.J. Gainey is back deep to receive, along with Gavin Moding. And on to kick for Yankton is Josue Trujillo. He was busy last week with all the touchdowns Yankton scored. We'll see if we can not have him on the field so much tonight. Ready to go. As Yankton kicking off from right to left on the radio dial. The kick, a line drive, going to bounce at the 20, go through Caudell's legs, all the way back to the 7, finally picked up by Moding. He weaves his 3, left sideline. He's got a little room and gets something out of nothing up to about the 23-yard line or so. Well, that's one of those things when the ball hits the ground like that, there's a reason why a football is 2 points on each end. You don't know where it's going to go.
And exactly. And then I thought, well, we got back there, and he did a great job of using his sideline and his blockers and got a pretty good run out of it.
1st and 10 Huron from the 23-yard line, their own 23, as we'll get our first offensive snap of the game. Pistol formation. Here comes the blitz straight up the middle. Caudell. And gets a couple of yards on extra effort. He was hit immediately by number 70, Edley Amaro, but Cashin kept his legs moving and actually got 3 yards out of it. It'll be 2nd down and 7. In a perfect world, you run the ball tonight just due to the weather conditions, and we really don't want Yankton to have offense to have their hands on the ball any more than possible. But there's Caudell straight ahead, and he's going to be dropped for a loss on 2nd down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. First man in was Riker Frang for Yankton. No gain on the play, and Huron set with a 3rd and 7 here on the opening series of the game. See if it's our first pass of the night as Colton McNeil will stay in that pistol. We go 3 receivers right, 1 left, and Caudell is the pistol back. Short drop and throw over the middle to Moding. Complete, first down. Just that quick slant over the middle, and Gavin needed to get a couple of more yards. He did. Huron moves the sticks and a first down. Nice, safe pass. Gavin, didn't get a lot of looks last week, and a lot of that due to the Yankton defense, but there we find him right away over the middle. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Huron as they notch a first down from the 35. Trips right again. 1 receiver left. And run the option, flip back to Caudell, trying to turn the corner, and a flag on the play, and I think this is going to be a hold against the Huron Tigers. The Caudell had a little trouble getting a handle on the pitch, and I think this is going to be a hold on Logan Leyendecker, who was trying to get the seal block on the outside. The way it is, it's a loss of 2 on the play, and we'll see if they walk it off or if let's go 2nd and 12. Well, Huron's backing up, and I thought the official was saying decline, but maybe not. So first penalty of the game, a 10-yard hold against Huron. Yep, it was on Leyendecker. I thought I saw him there with kind of the arms around the shoulder pads. So 1st and 20, back to the 25-yard line for the Huron Tigers. We're just underway, not quite 2 minutes into the game. Opening possession of the game. Caudell straight up the middle, puts the shoulder down. Kroll was the first one in there for Yankton. He had some help from other red jerseys. Again, about 3 yards on the play. We'll give him 4 up to the 29. It'll be 2nd down and 16 for Huron from their own 29-yard line. Huron trying to overcome an early penalty after getting a first down. 2nd down and long. Slot right, pistol formation. Roll to the right, looking is McNeil. He'll throw short, the pass tipped, and then Moding caught it, but they say incomplete, out of bounds. It was tipped by Kobe Hofer. Moding was right behind him and had a chance, and Moding kind of patting Colby on the head. Maybe Colby wasn't supposed to try and catch that.
I think maybe it was kind of, he didn't be in the spot, but boy, I tell you what, almost worked out for us.
So instead, 3rd and long, 3rd and 16 for Huron on the opening possession of the game. And again, hard to convert these. You don't have a lot of 3rd and 16 plays, but you might just send a couple of receivers deep and just throw it down there and see if you can come up with a play. 3rd and 16 from the 29-yard line. Straight drop, some time for McNeil. Throw short and should have been intercepted. Ball went right into the mitts of Matthew Sheldon, and he dropped it.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm not sure where we were going with that. There was not a white jersey in the vicinity, and very fortunate. That's all it is an incomplete pass. 4th down, and Colby Hofer will have to punt with 9:24 to go in the first quarter.
And he seemed like he had a lot of daylight there.
Yeah,
if he was...
I'm not going to say a touchdown. Nothing's ever a certain touchdown, but he would add some room. Here's the punt, nearly blocked. Nice high kick by Colby Hofer, and a fair catch by Zarbach. And Yankton will get the ball 1st and 10 at about their own 42-yard line. 9:18 to go in the first quarter, and the Bucks have the ball for the first time. 1st and 10 for Yankton. We'll call it their own 41-yard line, and they're right at the line. And they want to snap the ball, and there is an active play clock here that Yankton I don't think needs. Kamshoff straight drop on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep, far sideline, has a man open. It's complete at the 25, down to the 20 and 15. Pass complete to number 12, Carson Ness. And they go deep on 1st down, and a 1st and 10 for Yankton all the way down to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 38 yards, and it was just a deep pass on that far sideline. 1st and 10 from the 21, straight up the middle, and a big hole for the running back, Cirk, and he's going to get 8 or 9 on the play up the middle. And Yankton comes out firing, and again, they're right back to the line, and they don't waste any time. Gain of 8 for Cirk. It's 2nd and 2 for Yankton. From the 13-yard line, they send some motion. Kamshoff looking left, flushed out, throws it away. He was man closest to the ball was Sheldon, but I think that was just more a throwaway as Colby Ofer had a good rush on him. It'll be 2nd down or 3rd down. They got 4th down up there on the field, but I think this should be 3rd down. 3rd and 2, or is it 4th and 2? Yeah, it should be 3rd and 2, I'm sure.
Now they're changing it over there.
So 3rd down, and Kamshoff empty backfield, rolls to the left, throws short, and overthrows his target. Pass intended for Peyton Peterson, and now it'll be 4th down and 2. So Yankton gets 8 yards on the 1st down rush and then throw it incomplete twice. Now they got to convert here on 4th down, and they nope, they're not going to bring Trujillo in. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2, pistol formation from the 13-yard line. Kamshoff going to run the option, keep it himself. He's hit, and he's going to be dropped, lost the ball. Either way, it's going to be Huron ball as the defense makes the play. Holden Haig was there. Hunter Fensky was there, and the Tiger defense holds. Going to be a loss back to about the 16-yard line. A loss of 4, and boy, Huron snuffed that out immediately.
Boy, they were right there. That was exactly picture perfect how you would cover that.
8:33 to go in the first quarter, and Huron a nice stand after a big play on the first throw of the game for Yankton. Huron will get it back 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go. Handoff up the middle. Caudell breaks it out right up the right hash. Past the 20, runs over a guy up to the 23, and all of a sudden a little pep on that Huron sideline now. Caudell runs hard for about 7. It'll be 2nd down at the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 3 from the 23-yard line. Tiger defense makes a play. Now let's see if the offense can carry some momentum. 2nd down and 3 from the 23. McNeil going to keep it himself, puts the head down. He's going to be caught right at the line and dropped. I think they've been trying to get Colton just run hard and, not try to pick your spot, and that's kind of what he did there, and Yankton was able to envelope him. Now Huron faced with a 3rd and 3 after no gain on the run by McNeil. Maybe got a yard out of it. We'll call it 3rd and 2 from the 24 for Huron. Huron comes with 2 receivers right, wing right, 1 receiver left. Now Hofer shifts from right to left at the wing on 3rd and 3. And handoff straight up the middle. Caudell breaks through, 1st down and more. Drop the ball. It's on the ground, still on the ground, and Yankton covers it. Huron trying to lobby that Caudell was down, but I don't think he was, and he comes up slowly as well, holding that left arm, and it is a fumble. Huron had the 1st down, but then the fumble lost, and Yankton will get the ball 1st and 10 at the Huron 34 with 7:16 to go in the first quarter. So now the Tiger defense going to be asked to make a play again. 1st and 10 from the Huron 34-yard line right in front of me. Kamshoff straight drop, looking to Goebel. Now he goes over the middle. Pass is complete. Gainey got there just a hair late. Pass complete to Tucker Gilmore. Going to be a gain of about 8 on the play, 2nd and 2. And here's Yankton right back up to the ball, and they're going to go quickly here at 2nd and 2 from the 26-yard line. Pistol eye and handoff to the fullback this time, and maybe enough for the first down. He's rode down by, I believe, Fitzer on the play. And they're going to say just a yard gain on the play for the fullback there. I believe, did not see who the fullback was there, but just a gain of 1 yard on the play. And 3rd and 1 for Yankton from the 24-yard line, 3rd and about half a yard. Straight up the middle goes Cirque, first down and more inside the 20, down to the 19. Tackle made in the middle by the Huron Tigers. Trying to see who that was. It was Hunter Fensky, but a first down for Yankton up to the 19-yard line, gain of 5. Hand off Cirque again, straight up the middle again, 4 or 5 yards. Caught at the 15-yard line. Quick handoff there, Caudell on the stop. Cirque with 5, Cirque with 4, it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 15. Yankton gets quickly into their formation again. Shotgun for Kamshoff. Kamshoff looking right, rolls to the right, throws to the end zone for Goebel. Off his hands, well defended by Logan Leyendecker. And it'll be 3rd and 6 for Yankton at the 15-yard line. 5:53 to go in the first quarter, no score. Yankton threatening, though. Huron got to stop once deep in their own territory. Can they do it again? 3rd and 6, shotgun for Kamshoff. Long count, he's looking right. Again, throws that corner, and the pass complete. Zarbach, he spins and takes it in for the touchdown. Zarbach ran a nice little stop route. He stopped right in front of Leyendecker and then was able to take it in for the score. And Yankton on the board first, 6-0 with the extra point coming on the 15-yard touchdown pass to Cohen Zarbach. Trujillo on to kick the extra point. Score comes with 5:47 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 with the extra point pending for Yankton. Low snap. Trujillo gets the kick up, though, and the kick is good. 7-0 Yankton. 5:47 to go, first quarter. We'll take a timeout of 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Yankton 7, Huron 0, and Coach, we talked about in the pregame, turnovers are what killed us last week. Turnover there, Yankton turns into points, and it just when it felt like Huron had some momentum.
Well, things were going the right way, and they coughed the ball up, but that's one thing we got to protect. We got to make sure to protect that and quit turning overs there. Yankton's very good. They'll turn those into points about every time.
Well, they certainly did there. And now Yankton getting set to kick off, and trying to see if that's Gainey is one man back deep. I can't tell if that's Gavin Moding or not, the other. In any case, Trujillo is kicking off. High kick end over end, and Bubba Peterson will field it at the 3-yard line. He's coming up the right hash, turns up to the middle of the field, 15, and up to about the 22. And that's where the Tigers will take over, 1st and 10. So Huron basically has 2 first downs. I guess officially I don't give Huron a first down as we fumbled after getting the first down on the last possession, but got to string together a possession here and mostly just keep the ball out of the hands of that Yankton offense. It's 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Yankton up 7-0. We're early or midway through the first quarter. Pistol formation. At this point, you don't go away from what you want to do. Here's the flip out on the flat, and the ball, I think, was deflected by Yankton. Getting there, Amaro As we're trying to get it out into the flat, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 22. So far, Huron with the passing game pretty much keeping it safe. But again, Yankton also can bring a lot of pressure if they want. They haven't blitzed a whole lot here to start the game. 2nd down and 10 from the 22 for the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pistol formation for McNeil. Caudell behind him on 2nd down, and straight up the middle is Caudell. He gets stood up, breaks 1 tackle, still on his feet, struggles forward to about the 24. He worked hard to get 1 or 2 yards on the play as he got hit by a couple of different bucks. The first one there was Gilmore, but Caudell was able to get away from him, but the end result is he broke a couple of tackles to get 2 yards. It's 3rd and 8 from the 24-yard line for the Huron Tigers. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Yankton up 7-0. They converted a Huron turnover into points. As McNeil will stay in that pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 right on 3rd and 8. Snap is there, straight drop, looking left. Does a little pump, rolls out to the left, still looking, throws far sideline, threw it away. Just nothing was there and thought, well, let's throw it away and at least punt the ball away. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 8. And Huron set to punt for a second time here to Yankton in the first quarter. Zarbach, who caught the touchdown pass. He's back deep to receive the kick from Colby Hofer. Colby had a nice kick on his first punt of the game. Long snapper is Charlie Martin. We've had about 2 or 3 different long snappers this year. Charlie Martin getting the duty here in the playoff game. Snap on target, big rush, high kick, short kick, bounces at the 42, goes kind of sideways, still going sideways, finally up to about the 45, so just a punt of 21 yards. And again, Yankton is set up with good field position. So they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Huron 45-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Yankton leading 7-0. And Yankton again right at the line as they want to snap just as soon as the official allows them to do so. Kampshoff looking to throw. He's looked short. Now he comes back to the left, still looking, pumps, throws in the middle, intercepted. C.J. Gainey with the pick. Kampshoff, it looked like he could have run, and he was just trying to be greedy, I think. And C.J. Gainey just read that perfectly, picked it off, and Huron will get the ball back 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. So a big play by the Huron defense. They made a couple of them here in the first quarter. Now can the Huron offense get things going? Set up 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Pistol formation. Hand off Caudell up the middle. Has a bit of a hole, but then it gets plugged up after a gain of about 3 on the play. Matthew Sheldon on the stop for Yankton. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 44-yard line. Nearing 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Yankton up 7-0. We have a steady, I'd call it drizzle. You can look up into the lights and just see it lightly falling. Not much for wind here tonight, so that's something I kind of think we thought we would be dealing with, but really not. 2nd down and 7 from the 44-yard line. Pistol, handoff. Caudell past the 45, rolls forward to the 49, gets 5 on the play, and that will set up 3rd and 2 near midfield. Be huge for the Tigers to convert a first down here and get the ball into Yankton territory. 3rd and 2, though, right at midfield, and kind of a tough play call which way you want to go. Huron's had some success running the ball. Throwing the ball, we're just 1 of 5 for 9 yards. But again, a short pass would do the trick here. On 3rd and 2, pistol, and McNeil going to keep it himself, kind of hesitates, puts the shoulder down, and he should have the first down. He kind of fouled Caudell, and I think he almost waited too long for Cashton to get there. But it is a first down all the way up to the Yankton 48. Gain of 4 on the play. 1st and 10 Huron in their first snap on the Yankton side of the 50-yard line. Inside of 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pistol formation again, and again, Caudell up the middle, trying to work the blocks here, and he's going to get to about the 45 again. It's nothing flashy, but 2, 3, 4 yards. We'll take that.
You don't have to be flashy. Just like you said, just grind it out. And the best thing we're doing here is, one, we're moving down the field, and two, we're keeping Yankton's high-powered offense on the sideline.
2nd and 7 from the 45 for the Huron Tigers. As I look into the lights, I think the drizzle is getting a little more drizzly than it was before. 2nd down and 7 from the Yankton 45 for the Huron Tigers. And mix up in the backfield. Caudell finally gets the carry, and he'll get a couple of yards out of it. Either McNeil turned the wrong way or Caudell went the wrong way. McNeil turned left, and Caudell was coming on the right side. Cashin actually came around him, grabbed the ball, and still got 2.
So something positive out of that.
Yeah, basically a broken play. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 43-yard line of Yankton. Pistol formation, 2 receivers right, 1 left. And handoff, Caudell hit right at the line, going nowhere. Kroll was in there immediately for Yankton. Sheldon helped finish it off. Might even be a loss on the play. There is a loss of a yard. Back to about the 44.5. It's going to be 4th and 6 for Huron. Right now, the offense staying on the field. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. And Corky, you got nothing to lose as the number 7 seed. Try to convert at the Yankton 44.
Oh, exactly right. Just keep moving it the way we've been doing it. We're doing a good job that way.
Pistol formation, 4th and 6 from the 44. Some motion. Straight drop. Here comes the blitz. McNeil steps up. He'll do the jump pass. Tip, but caught by Moding. Right side, inside the 35. Slammed down by Sheldon. I think Sheldon's the one who actually tipped it, and Moding just stayed with it, and it's a 1st down for the Huron Tigers. The ball up to the 38-yard line, 34-yard line, of Yankton. So that's a gain of 10 on the play, 11. And here on a 1st down with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Clock doesn't stop. Well, we're going Wildcat for the first time tonight. Caudell takes the direct snap, goes off right tackle, and he runs into number 4, Tucker Gilmore, and that pretty much stopped the play right there, and that might be our final play here of the first quarter. No gain on the play, it looks like, for Cashin. We'll give him a yard. And I would imagine the clock's going to run out. It will after 1 quarter. Yankton 7, Huron 0. We'll take a timeout. 1 minute on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95.
Energy is the fully transparent, fully loaded, feel-good energy drink you've been waiting for. No sugar, no artificial colors, epic focus, complete performance. Pick up a can of Ghost Energy distributed by Elwine Brothers at Fair City Foods, Carlson's, Super X, Southside, Freedom, DJ's Travel Center, Lewis Drug, Thunderbird, and Corner Pantries in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers best of luck. Go Tigers! The school year places a heavy demand on your child's eyes and vision. Make sure your child has an annual back-to-school comprehensive eye exam. A child's physical development, academic, and athletic performance are all largely dependent on their vision. As children grow older, their eyes grow too. 80% of everything a child learns is through their visual pathways, so unnoticed visual problems can impact a child's capacity to learn. Don't put off your child's eye exam. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Kyle Porish today.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Ready to start the second quarter. Huron getting their best drive of the game so far. They'll have it 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line right in front of us now. Pistol and McNeil straight drop, going to throw long, far sideline, just overthrown, trying to hit Gainey. Goebel was back there with him, had a chance, just slightly overthrown. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 33-yard line. Don't mind the call at all because they had a single coverage there with Gainey, and he can go up and make a play, just a little too much air under it.
Well, it was so close, but like I say, that was perfect timing trying that one.
And really 3rd and 9, but this is 2-down territory for Huron. You don't necessarily have to get the entire 9, but would like to at least cut some of the yardage down. 3rd and 9 from the 33-yard line. Pistol. And the handoff up the middle, and that's Landon Holst, the sophomore, got the carry. Didn't see him check in, and he'll get about 4 yards on the play up to the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They mark it at the 30, so gain of 3 on the play for Holst. It'll be 4th and 6 for Huron. Obviously, they'll go for it here from the 30-yard line. So Landon Holst got the carry there. Did not see him check into the backfield. Now Caudell is back in, and he's at the pistol back right behind McNeil on 4th and 6 from the 30. Motion is Moding. Left to right. Roll out to the right. McNeil looking, throws short, and the pass one-hops the receiver. I think that was Leyendecker. He was open, but it kind of one-hopped him. And incomplete, and Huron will give the ball up on downs. Yankton will take over with 11-12 to go here in the first half, but Huron had the ball for about 9 minutes in that first quarter. That is one thing Huron wanted to do, and 1st and 10 here, and quickly got to get my stats up as Yankton is ready to run the play. Rolling out Kamshoff, looking deep, gets away from Johnson, still rolling, throws short, and the pass incomplete, broken up by C.J. Gainey as the pass was intended for Peyton Peterson. Incomplete, it'll be 2nd and 10. So far, Kamshoff not as efficient as he was to start the game. I think he was 7 of 7 to start the game passing. Huron has tightened up the pass defense here to start the game tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 30, motion, and they'll flip it to the motion man. Connor Slaba turns the corner, 35, cuts forward, and he's close to the first down. Tripped up by Gavin Moding, but he's right to the 40, and that, oh no, do we, penalty marker on the play. We're going to bring it back. Penalty on the Yankton Bucks. I think they said number 77, Peyton Eustace. And so 10 yards walked off. First penalty on Yankton tonight, and now they have 2nd and 20 back at their own 20-yard line. So you get a break there. Now you need to pay dividends on 2nd and long. Here comes a big rush by Huron. Short pass. The pass complete to Ness. And just tripped up by Leyendecker. Huron came with a full blitz. And Kamshoff got it out of his hands quickly. And Ness made the catch. And they get 18 yards, set up 3rd and 2 from the 38-yard line. Get a lot of it back. Goebel in motion on 3rd and 2. And handoff straight up the middle, and he is stopped. Cirk ran into a host of Huron Tigers led by Connor Johnson. I saw Hofer in on the play as well. And it'll be 4th and 3 after a loss of 1 on the play. And Yankton's keeping the offense on the field here at 4th and 3. They did change some personnel. Now they have 4 receivers to the left. You might see the bubble screen there. Now they bring a man back into the backfield. Long count. They might be just trying to draw Huron off. Now a couple steps back, and they're going to do the quick kick by Kamshoff. Nobody's back deep to receive. Bounces at the 30 and actually takes a bit of a Huron bounce and will be downed at the 35-yard line. So far, so good. Huron Tigers, this game, now they are down 7-0, but this is how the Huron Tigers wanted this to play out in the first half.
Well, exactly. We keep time possession. We're doing really good there, and we're making them sit on the sidelines on their offense. It's what we got to do.
Defensively, the Tigers have made some plays. Offense has ground out a few first downs. You got to get yourself the big play here. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. That drizzle is steady. Again, you look up in the lights, you can just see it drifting a little bit right to left from our vantage point. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Huron Tigers, straight drop for McNeil. He's under some pressure, trying to get away from it. Looking, he'll throw it away. Got outside the pocket, was forced out by Kroll, I believe. Seems like I call his name a lot on defense. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. I think that's the rule that high school brought in last year that college and pros had for a while, where if you get outside the pocket there, you can throw the ball away as long as you get it up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Pistol formation, handoff. Caudell, not much, going off right side, maybe a yard or 2 on the play, as plenty of red jerseys there. Last man off the pile for Yankton was Donald Rounds. Gain of 2 on the play. 12th carry already for Caudell. 3rd and 8 for Huron from the 37-yard line. 9:19 to go in the first half. Yankton 7, Huron 0. A Huron fumble is what led to Yankton's score. And now we have a whistle and a timeout Huron. Timeout Huron, 9:08 to go in the first half, 7-0. We'll take a timeout, 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Timeout Huron Tigers as Coach Strand wants to get up the best play possible here. Would like to keep possession going, not give the ball back to Yankton this quickly. And Corky, so far so good. Defense has really played outstanding here in the first half. Offense has had their moments, but boy, it'd be great to get something put together here, but a 3rd and 8 is going to be tough.
Well, like I say, we're very capable of doing just take a chunk here. That's all we need to do, guys.
Straight drop for McNeil. Going to throw far sideline coming back to it. And in and out of the hands. Flag on the play. It'll be a first down Huron. Intended for Gainey, who seems to be pretty much in the middle of everything anyway. Now the officials are having a little conference. I assume this is going to go on Yankton.
Well, if you can't, you can see it from up here what he did.
Now I think they're. Well, that was strange. Okay, I think they're just calling for another football. The one official was waving the football as if it was a.
I got a wet one.
They're going to wave it off, but I thought they were going to wave it off, but it is pass interference on Yankton, and Huron will get the first down. Second penalty, 25 yards, and Huron will mark the ball 1st and 10 at the Yankton 48-yard line. There's a break. Need to capitalize. Handoff straight up the middle is Caudell to the 45, fighting for an extra yard or so. He'll get about 3 yards on the play. We'll call it 4. 2nd down and 6. Again, Huron with a big time of possession advantage, and that is the exact recipe this team needs here tonight. 2nd and 4, or 2nd and 6, excuse me, from the 44. 8.5 minutes to go, first half. Yankton 7, Huron 0. Huron with the ball. Pistol. McNeil looks right. Short pass. The pass complete right at the stick. And I believe that's Leyendecker. Or nope, it's Gainey, excuse me. 18, not 81. And that's another first down for the Huron Tigers. Again, just a short pass, and right now you just feel comfortable getting the ball to C.J. Gainey any way possible. Huron with their 4th first down of the first half. Actually, 5th. They didn't put one down for that penalty. 1st and 10, Huron from the 35-yard line of Yankton. Huron again trying to piece together a drive. Pistol, handoff, flag on the play. And about 3 or 4 yards again for Caudell, just running hard on the right side. Flag came in right as the snap. This could actually be an illegal formation on Huron. That's one thing that can happen when they throw it at the snap. Yep, illegal shift on Huron. Second penalty, 15 yards on Huron. That'll make it 1st and 15 back at the 40. So I was pretty much right on my prediction there.
You always are.
No, I'm not. 1st and 15 from the 40-yard line. Huron in Yankton territory for a second time, just trailing 7-0 as we're down to 39 to go in what's been a very quick first half. Huron's been able to hold that time of possession. Two receivers right, one left on 1st and 15. McNeil going to keep it, going off right tackle, and he'll get a couple of yards. He's rode down from behind by Edley Amaro. First one there anyway, and a gain of a couple on the play. We're running McNeil a little more than what we have, especially from the beginning of the season. 2 on the play for McNeil would be 2nd and 13 at the 38-yard line.
I've noticed on the defense when we come out here and the receiver, Gobel's always on
Gainey,
and I like that matchup. There's a good height difference there. We have good success there.
2nd and 13 from the 38. Straight drop again. McNeil throws over the middle. Hofer has a 20 inside to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Huron, and Colby a little slow to get up, but that was a strike delivered by Colton McNeil. Gain of 20 on the play, and Huron a first down and in the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. And Huron, their best, deepest penetration in Yankton territory tonight. Now 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Pistol formation. Straight ahead, Cowdell. Big hole, 15-10. Down to the 5. 1st and goal, Huron. Big hole up the middle. Cashton ran hard, 13 yards. And Huron has it 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You was talking about earlier, don't try to pick your spot. Just put your head down and go. That's the success you can get.
1st and goal from the 6. Cowdell inside the 5, stacked up there. Maybe gets 2 on the play. On the stop for Yankton, Donald Rounds and I believe Carson Conway. Looks like they're just going to give him a yard on the play to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. These can be the hardest, the toughest yards to get when you get inside the 10-yard line, because from a passing standpoint, you just don't have a lot of space. 2nd and goal from the 5. Best scoring chance for Huron. 5:20 to go first half. Yankton up 7-0. Huron threatening. Throw far side, and I think it was deflected. They were trying to get Gainey at the pylon, but I think that was deflected at the line because it went nowhere near anybody.
Exactly.
Going to be 3rd and goal from the 5, and I don't think Huron's thinking field goal here is all. They don't get it here, they'll go for it on 4th down. Clock stops with 5:13 to go here in the first half. 3rd and goal from the 5. The mist continues. Straight ahead is Cowdell, bounces it off, goes right, moving the pile, gets maybe to the 2 or 3, and it's going to be 4th and goal for Huron. Where are they giving? They don't, I guess they have. I was going to say they're going to spot it at the 5. You got further than that. Gain of 2, 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. And as expected, Huron Tigers going to go for it here. 4:45 to go in the first half. A big play here for the Huron Tigers. Down 7-0, and they put a nice drive together. Have to convert here. 4th down, McNeil. Plow action, put in the middle and knocked away. They tried the quick dump in the middle off the play action to Hofer, and one of the linebackers stuck a hand up and deflected it, and Huron comes up empty. It'll be 1st and 10 the other way for the Yankton Bucks. Well-designed play. Colby was open if the deflection doesn't happen, but of course it did. Huron had the ball over 5 minutes on the possession. 1st and 10 Yankton. Kampshoff in his own end zone here from the 3. Rolls it to the right. Throws short. Wide open on the play. Gilmore. He's got room to run. 25-30. 35 brought down by Moding all the way up to the 39-yard line. Huge play for Yankton. Get it up to the 38, so a gain of 35, and he was wide open when he caught it. I think he was surprised how wide open he was. Now Yankton going to use a timeout. Timeout Huron, still a timeout on the field. 4:14 to go in the first half. Yankton a 1st and 10 up to the their own 38. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Vehicle, need a low monthly payment? At Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron, it's the least we can do. Leased vehicles mean reduced maintenance costs and tax benefits. Save on a new Buick Encore GX. Lease now only $399 a month. Or choose the 2024 Chevy Trax. Lease for only $299 a month. Drive home a new GMC 1500 Crew Cab. Lease for $642 a month. It's the least we can do at the new Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron. New name, same great service.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
We are back at Yankton Crane Youngworth, and Yankton's defense makes a big play. Now the offense has made a big play. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 38 after a 35-yard completion. And here's the pitch taking wide left. Cirque goes upfield. Not much there, maybe to the 39. Connor Johnson was all over that one again. Connor Johnson has played very well on that D-line here over the second half of the season. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 at the 39. Yankton quickly back at the line, looking to snap, and there's movement. Left tackle move for Yankton. I think Huron jumped a little too, but this will go against Yankton. 3rd penalty, 30 yards against the Bucks. Call goes against Caden Weyrenek. And now 2nd and 14 for Yankton at their own 34-yard line inside of 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Roll to the right. Kampshoff thinks about pitching, and he's going to be dropped from behind. There that man is again. Connor Johnson, going to be a loss of a yard on the play. And will be 3rd and 15 back at the 33-yard line for Yankton. And Yankton getting themselves in position. They're ready to snap the ball, and there's still 27 seconds left on the play clock. Long count, and now back to pass, and Kampshoff throwing it near sideline. Ness, and the ball, who's got it? Nobody does. Nearly intercepted by Moding. Moding played that very well.
He had the inside, and he had the chance to. If he didn't get it, nobody was going to get that ball.
I think he had the look almost like he had the ball in his hands, and Ness might have actually ripped it out. But here on defense, makes the play again. 4th down, and Trujillo on to punt. And Huron has Gainey and Moding back deep to receive. 3:11 to go here in the first half. Waiting for the snap. It's on target. Huron not much of a rush. Line drive kick comes to the near sideline. White jersey's got to get away from it. They do. It's going to roll inside to 35, be down to close to the 30. But Huron will get the ball. 1 timeout left. 2:58 to go in the first half. 7-0. Yankton leading, but Huron has had a spirited effort tonight. It would have been so nice to punch in that last drive, but wasn't to be. Now Huron has it 1st and 10. From their own 31-yard line. But we made so much of playing a team back-to-back, but these 2 games so far couldn't be more different.
Oh, as opposite as you can get. I mean, just night and day difference.
1st and 10, Yankton from the 31, or Huron from the 31-yard line. Handed off to Caudell, off tackle to the left, breaks a tackle, 35, up to the 36. Cashin has been getting the tough yards tonight. Good sportsmanship. Kral helped him up after the play. Ball up to the 37-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play already. Caudell with 17 carries. Be 2nd and 4 for Huron from the 37-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 2nd down, and Caudell again off right tackle. Cuts against the grain. He's got the 1st down. He's got more. 50 still on his feet. 45, and finally down to the 43-yard line. Big play there for Huron. That's a gain of about 19 on the play, and another 1st down for the Huron Tigers. 20 yards will give Cashin on the play, his longest carry of the night. And just like that, Huron's back in Yankton's side of the 50, 1st and 10 from the 43. Pistol. McNeil throws over the middle of the field, in and out of the hands of Mason Juergens. Juergens been getting a little more time on offense here the last couple of games, and went to the deep post there to him. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, but again, I like the idea.
We're getting our guys open. That's the thing. We're getting out there, getting some distance between us, and those are going to start happening here. We're going to start catching those.
And from a Yankton standpoint, they're still keeping a watchful eye on both Gainey and Moding, and that allows a guy like Juergens to get a chance. Here's a keeper for McNeil. He's going to be stood up. Boy, did he get nailed. Matthew Sheldon just stood him up after a gain of 2 on the play. Be 3rd and 8 from the 41-yard line for Huron. We're down to 1:42 to go in the first half. I haven't added up my time of possession here lately, but Huron's got a pretty substantial time of possession here in the first half, and that's helped account for the 7-0 score. 3rd and long. Huron going to keep it on the ground. Not much there. I think that's Hulst. It looks like he passes the 40, gets to the 39. If that was Landon Hulst, gain of 2. And it'll be 4th and 6 for Huron from the 39-yard line. Looks like as the offense staying on the field, they are. You might think about punting it, although we are down to about a minute. We're just about a minute to go here in the first half. So Huron in no hurry, and Yankton, they got their timeouts left, and they aren't thinking about using them here. And right now, Huron showing that they're going to go for it. It'll be 4th and 6 from the 39-yard line of Yankton. Pistol formation, long count. And now Huron going to use their last timeout, just trying to draw them off. We're down to 42 seconds to go in the first half. Yankton 7, Huron 0. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
An Ace Lounge is hiring cooks, bartenders, servers, hostesses, and dishwashers. It's a great opportunity. You could work full-time, part-time, make extra money, and big tips. Apply in person at Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge or online at hangarrestaurantandlounge.com. Join the team at Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. Apply in person or at hangarrestaurantlounge.com.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Huron burns their final timeout. They have a 4th and 6. Will be interesting to see what the decision is here. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Yankton up 7-0. And Huron does look like they're going to go for it, which again is an interesting decision. You don't want to give Yankton another chance even with not a lot of time left because they do have all their timeouts remaining. So 4th and 6 from the 39. Motion for Moding. Comes back after going to the middle of the field. Now resets. Long count again for Huron. McNeil kind of looking over to the sideline. I don't think we're still planning to snap it here. 3 seconds to go. I think we'll take the penalty and then have Colby Hofer punt it. So again, just trying to get them to jump off. It wouldn't have been a first down, but it would have given you a 4th and 1. Now we will bring the punt unit in. 3rd penalty, 20 yards on Huron, but that was a penalty taken on purpose. I would imagine they probably are telling Colby Hofer, kick it out of bounds. Don't even give Tucker Gilmore a chance. And also Gilmore's back deep to receive the kick, where last week and earlier tonight it was Zarbach with the punt return duties. I guess I shouldn't have been so quick to put down the penalty. Yankton declined the penalty because they want to try and at least make Colby Hofer kick it into the end zone. So it's still 4th and 6. Yankton coming after it. Colby, a quick kick, line drive, and that's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And Yankton will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 37 seconds to go in the first half. Yankton up 7-0. Just doing some quick arithmetic here. Huron's had the ball exactly 18 minutes here in the first half.
Well, you couldn't dial that up any better than that.
Yeah, that is exactly the strategy. But hey, you still got to run 37 seconds off here. 1st and 10, Yankton from the 20. They bring motion. And Kamshoff to pass, looking, he's got time, steps up, gonna run. Nope, he's gonna throw. Passes nearly intercepted. Jumping in again is guess who? C.J. Gainey.
Well, he's just absolutely reading everything perfect tonight.
in Kamshoff. I thought he was going to run, and he had room to run and get some yardage and also get out of bounds. Clock is stopped, though, with 30 seconds left on 2nd and 10 from the 20. Empty backfield for Kamshoff. Two receivers left, one right. Huron showing blitz. Picked up, throws short, and the pass is deflected by Tyson Fitzer. Incomplete, 3rd and 10 from the 20, 26 seconds left. My Tiger pass defense has done some real work here in the first half, but the job isn't finished here yet. 3rd and 10 with 26 seconds to go here in the first half. And now Yankton's going to take a knee, or at least that's what they're showing. Huron doesn't have a timeout to stop the clock. So Yankton in the formation, and they will take the knee, and that will get us to halftime. Hey, we'll take it. Yankton 7, Huron 0 at the half. Timeout 2 minutes, then back here to Yankton on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95.
Shane Hartman here at Hartman Physical Therapy. I'd like to welcome you to visit our clinic at 2297 Kansas Avenue Southeast in Huron. We provide the care you need for orthopedics, sports injuries, spinal issues, arthritic conditions, and work-related injuries. Our licensed staff will assess the problem, provide the rehab, and get you on the road to recovery. Wishing all area athletes a healthy and successful season. Hartman Physical Therapy, restoring health through thoughtful patient care.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Lane Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lane Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at top? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron. For a great meal, count on the Scoreboard on 3rd Street in downtown Huron. Check out their menu at their website, www.scoreboardhuron.com. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Ensure that essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
1340 KIJV is Tiger Radio. It's halftime. Let's join the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Halftime in a drizzly Crane Youngworth Stadium, and the Huron Tigers trail Yankton 7-0, but Corky overall got to like the effort. It would have been nice to punch in that touchdown there in the second quarter, but failed to do so. But the offense is doing their job keeping the ball away from Yankton, and when Yankton has the ball, the defense has showed up.
Oh, boy, I tell you, they're doing an outstanding job on the defensive side. We're disrupting the pass plays. We've had so many opportunities. Darn near had 2 or 3 chances there, really good chances at a pick, and the defense is just playing outstanding. They're taking things away from them, making Yankton work a little harder. I think we're kind of even frustrated a little bit, which is good for us. Maybe they'll start doing some things that will help us out a little bit.
In the time of possession I have is exactly 18 minutes here on 6 minutes Yankton. That like we said, that is probably the key stat here outside of the fact Yankton does have a touchdown.
Well, exactly. The longer we keep that high potent offense off the field is way better for us. You'll keep this game close. I think it makes it a heck of an advantage for us. Keep it that way.
So the score, 7-0 Yankton here at the half. Let's do a Kurtz Heating and Cooling scoreboard update. There's only one other game in 11 AA tonight, as both Spearfish at Pier, Sturgis at Tier area had to be postponed to tomorrow night due to the bad roads out West River. They're right before halftime in Watertown, leading Aberdeen 21-10. In 11 AAA, Harrisburg leads Washington 28-0. O'Gorman leads Roosevelt 21-6. Brandon Valley leading Jefferson 21-7. All those games are very close to halftime. They all started at 6 o'clock. Winter leads Roncalli in 11B 6-0. Rapid City Christian did make it to Clear Lake. They lead Dual 7-0. 9AA, Howard leads Elkton Lake Benton 14-8. Wall and Hamlin early second quarter are scoreless. 9A, Canastota rolling over Gregory 38-7, and Phillip leading Chester 26-0. 9B, that's probably the most unpredictable class in South Dakota football this year. Fulton leads Kadoka 14-0. And late in the third quarter, Potter County 16, Corsica Stickney 14.
Ooh.
Potter County has had some struggles this year, but of course they're rallying around their head coach there. Of course, you know that story fairly well, being from that area. But, Potter County, they came in under the radar, but right now leading late in the third quarter.
Well, like I said, that's so inside the kids, they got something to play for here, and what motivation can you get? And they're going out there and they're doing their best that they can.
Halftime here, it's Yankton 7, Huron 0. We'll take a look at the stats coming up. We'll take a timeout, 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Up, bettering yourself, or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Are you ready for a new era in orthopedic care? HRMC introduces Dr. Kevin Hofer, a proud Huron native, bringing revolutionary orthopedic care to our community. Dr. Hofer offers expertise in robotic-assisted surgery for less pain and a faster recovery. Superior orthopedic care is available locally. Join us in welcoming Dr. Hofer and embracing the future of orthopedics. HRMC, the right care is right here.
There are a lot of brakes out there, and it can be tough to find the right one. Well, let's make it easy. With FNBO's special offer CD of 5.5% APY for 3, 7, or 17 months, you can earn more, save more, and do more. That's 5.5% annual percentage yield for 3, 7, or 17 months at your nearest FNBO location, with a minimum deposit of $500 and an FNBO Premier checking account. So stop on by and give your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank. FNBO, member FDIC.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Back at the half here, and a big switch from last week. What was it? It was either 35 or 42-0 at halftime.
It was
Yankton.
It was bad, yes.
Now it's 7-0. Yankton scoring on a 15-yard touchdown pass from Lucas Kampshoff to Cohen Zarbach, and that was after Yankton had recovered a fumble at the Huron 34-yard line. That score came midway through the first quarter, and that's been it. Huron Tiger offense has moved the ball, failed to score, but also have kept the ball away from Yankton. Statistically for Yankton, they have 13 yards on the ground, six carries for 18 yards, Evan Sirk, and Lucas Kampshoff, 2 carries for -5. Kampshoff throwing the ball 5 of 13 for 114 yards. 1 interception and 1 touchdown. 3 first downs for Yankton in the first half. Huron Tigers had 91 yards on the ground, 49 through the air. Running the ball, Colton McNeil, 4 carries, 9 yards. Landon Holst, 2 carries for 5 yards. Cash and Caudell, 18 carries for 77 yards. Throwing the ball, Colton McNeil, 4 of 14 for 49 yards. So not a great percentage there, Corky, but again, Colton also threw the ball away a few times, maybe something he wasn't doing back in September. If it's not there, don't force it and live to see another day. So, a couple of those incompletions were good ones.
Oh, exactly. He was playing very smart football out there. If it isn't going to do it, throw it away. We'll get another down, and we took advantage of that. We moved the ball down the field.
8 first downs for Huron, as I said, and my math keeping skills aren't the best, and it's kind of hard to do time of possession. But I have Huron 18 minutes to 6 minutes for Yankton, and it just doesn't seem that way. But yet, that's part of the reason why this is 7-0. Huron has controlled the ball to keep it close, exactly what the game plan was. So 8 first downs Huron, 3 for Yankton. Defensively, not a lot on the Huron ledger just because the defense hasn't been out there a lot. Connor Johnson with 3 tackles, Gavin Moding with 2, C.J. Gainey, Logan Leyendecker with 2. Gainey had the interception as well for Huron. Yankton a lot of tackles because they've been out there a lot. Donald Rounds with 7 tackles, 5 tackles, 1 assist for Matthew Sheldon. 3 tackles, 3 assists, Bryce Krall. 3 tackles, 2 assists for Eloy Amaro, and 3 tackles for Riker Frang. 2 tackles, 1 assist, Tucker Gilmore. But overall, the only negative for Huron is on the scoreboard, 7-0 Yankton. Other than that, this first half played out pretty much how Coach Strand had planned it.
Well, I tell you what, you couldn't dial it up any better than that. It's working well, and the kids have responded, and they're playing some excellent football.
The drizzle has not let up at all. In fact, it still seems to me like it's a little heavier than it was at
you're right.
game time, although it was still a little bit light out, and that might have made a difference too. But we definitely, you can see it in the lights. We definitely have a steady drizzle here. So the ball is wet, the field is wet. But at the half, it's just a 1-score game. Yankton 7, Huron 0. 2 minutes after 7 o'clock, KIJV, AM, FM, Huron. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Return to Yankton on Dakota Sports.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ Blizzard. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake or a DQ Blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Are you ready for a new era in orthopedic care? HRMC introduces Dr. Kevin Hofer, a proud Huron native, bringing revolutionary orthopedic care to our community. Dr. Hofer offers expertise in robotic-assisted surgery for less pain and a faster recovery. Superior orthopedic care is available locally. Join us in welcoming Dr. Hofer and embracing the future of orthopedics. HRMC, the right care is right here.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Car Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Car Chiropractic a try.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
And once again, back in Yankton, halftime, Yankton leading Huron 7-0. Again, the winner of this game, well, it remains to be seen. We won't know until tomorrow night. The opposite side of the bracket is Sturgis at T-Area, and they had to postpone due to the bad weather, the bad roads out west. They're going to play, I believe, at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in T. Sturgis did venture out this morning, but I'm not sure how far they went away from Sturgis, but they turned around and came back. And Rapid City Stevens also ventured out, and I think they, the tweet said they had a minor fender bender or something, and Spearfish, who didn't have to leave as early because they just had to go to Pier, I'm sure their hands were pretty much tied when those other two schools called off.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much an easy decision to make. If the other two ain't going, you're not going. So we'll do it tomorrow.
Yep, and so there's 3 games rescheduled for tomorrow. Now, Rapid City Christian did make the trip all the way over to Clear Lake. That I assume that was the longest road trip of anybody here for this round. And Rapid City Christian, they've got the frequent flyer miles now. They went to Wessington Springs back-to-back weeks. You know what? That's one thing we talked about Huron and Yankton playing back-to-back. It just struck me that Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central, and Rapid City Christian played back-to-back weeks into the regular season, and then the first round of the playoffs. And what kind of freaky coincidence is that?
Boy, it's very rare that I can't hardly remember any of them ever doing that. But the way the schedule works.
I can remember, especially in 11 AA, I can remember it when we still played regions, because many years we do finish with Mitchell, and I can remember, one of the years we went to the Dome, and maybe the year we won it, we had Mitchell in the last game of the regular season, then turned around and played him again in the first round of the playoffs. But again, that was when you started out in region play.
And I tell you what, that playing back-to-back isn't as easy as everybody thinks it is. I mean, it isn't for either team, so you just got to come up and show up and do your best.
Well, the one thing that has surprised me with Yankton, it surprised me last week, and then I'm a little surprised tonight. But again, part of that is they haven't had the ball much, but Yankton has not shown their running game really at all last week or this week. Last week it was just because of how what Huron defense was giving them. Now this week I would have assumed they probably wanted to get a little more of the run game going, but due to the fact they didn't have the ball, they weren't able to.
Well, exactly right. You took part of their game away from them just because we did our game. We didn't have to do anything different there. Just keep the ball moving, and we did a great job of that. So we just need to take that into the second half and just build on that.
Halftime score, Yankton 7, Huron 0. Both teams are back out on the field. Kickoff coming up. We'll take a 2-minute timeout on Dakota Sports.
Home, truly the right home. This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years, or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Ghost Energy is the fully transparent, fully loaded, feel-good energy drink you've been waiting for. No sugar, no artificial colors, epic focus, complete performance. Pick up a can of Ghost Energy distributed by Elwine Brothers at Fair City Foods, Carlson's, Super X, Southside, Freedom, DJ's Travel Center, Lewis Drug, Thunderbird, and Quinter Pantries in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers best of luck. Go Tigers! The school year places a heavy demand on your child's eyes and vision. Make sure your child has an annual back-to-school comprehensive eye exam. A child's physical development, academic, and athletic performance are all largely dependent on their vision. As children grow older, their eyes grow too. 80% of everything a child learns is through their visual pathways, so unnoticed visual problems can impact a child's capacity to learn. Don't put off your child's eye exam. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Kyle Porish today. The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Well, ready to go with the second half, and this will be key for the Huron Tigers kicking off to Yankton to start the second half. You want to ride the momentum you had in the first half, not let Yankton get something going. Nick Kleinsasser will kick off. Back deep to receive for Yankton is Austin Goebel along with Carson Ness. 7-0 Yankton leading, but, well, every possession is going to be key here on out as Huron just tries to keep themselves close here as they set the kickoff here in the second half. Line drive kick, and Ness has it at the 9. Bobbles picks it up to the 20, 25, ventures back towards the middle and going to be tripped up right at the 25-yard line. C.J. Gainey was in on the stop for Huron. Juergens was in there as well. Mason. 1st and 10 Yankton from the 25-yard line. So again, key stretch here for the defense. Don't let Yankton get the offense going. 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion is Goebel, pistol formation. Play action, Kampshoff rolling right, will throw short. The pass is complete to Gilmore, right sideline. He's got some room. 45, 40, 35, and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 35. Once he caught it, it was a foot race, and he had all kinds of room to go. A big play right off the bat for Mitchell, or for Yankton. They'll have it 1st and 10. All the way down to the 23-yard line. Gain of 52 yards. Sark is nailed in the backfield. Holden Haig covered that. They barely got the handoff off. Loss on the play of about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Big play by Holden Haig. Now 2nd and 13 back at the 26-yard line. Roll out to the left, Kampshoff looking, throws short, pass off the hands of Tucker Gilmore. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 13 for Yankton. Haven't mentioned Holden Haig tonight. He's been in on some tackles, but he did not play last week, and that was a little precautionary. He's been dinged up with a shoulder along with other injuries, but made the big play there. 3rd and long for Yankton. From the 26, Kampshoff straight drop. Here comes the blitz. Passes off. The pass complete down to the 15-yard line. Ness with the catch. Tackle made by Moding. And it's going to be 4th and about 2 for Yankton at the 16-yard line. So Yankton threatening early. This is the first time that we've had the ball go down to the west end zone. The whole first half was pretty much on the end of the field right in front of us. 4th and 2. They go pistol eye, and do we have a flag on the play?
Yep, we do.
Yeah, I couldn't see the flag because I just got a small window here, but Huron must have jumped. Encroachment Huron on Haig, and that gives Yankton the first down. 3rd penalty, 20 yards, but that's a huge call against Huron. Huron's been susceptible to that. Now it's 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Yep, it is 1st and goal at the 10 for Yankton. Shotgun for Kampshoff. Brings a man in motion. Left to right, long count. Kampshoff to pass, under pressure. He gets caught in the backfield, gets away again, and finally going to get dropped. About 3 guys had a shot at him. Finally, he's going to be sacked. First sack of the game. There that man is again, Connor Johnson. Haig was the first guy in there. Johnson able to finish it off. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 14 for Yankton. 2nd and goal from the 14. Man in motion again. Kampshoff in the shotgun. Rolls to the right. Here comes the blitz, and overthrown, trying to get it to the corner of the end zone, intended for Goebel, but really no chance on that one. And it's 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Can Huron's defense make a play again? Probably got to make 2 plays here as 3rd and goal from the 14. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Shotgun for Kampshoff. Here comes motion. Straight drop. Kampshoff going to throw the fade to the corner of the end zone. Knocked away at the last second. Ness had it in his hands. And Leyendecker able to knock it out at the last second. The ball was on target.
Oh, boy, it's a beautiful
But
throw.
Logan made a huge play, knocked it away, 4th down, and Yankton's going to attempt a 31-yard field goal. I didn't know if they would do it in these conditions. Now, the wind's not a factor, but the
miss is coming right into his face.
The drizzle certainly is. So on 4th and 14, a 31-yard field goal attempt for Trujillo. Snap is there. The kick is up. It's high enough, and it is good. Yankton 10, Huron 0, 9:45 to go in the third quarter. Timeout of 30 seconds. We'll go 30 on Dakota Sports.
Need a low monthly payment? At Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron, it's the least we can do. Leased vehicles mean reduced maintenance costs and tax benefits. Save on a new Buick Encore GX. Lease now only $399 a month. Or choose the 2024 Chevy Trax. Lease for only $299 a month. Drive on the new GMC 1500 Crew Cab. Lease for $642 a month. It's the least we can do. At the new Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron. New name. Same great service.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Back in Yankton, Crane Youngworth, I'm Jeff Duffy along with Dave Corcoran. 10-0. Yankton gets a field goal here to open up the scoring in the second half. I always find field goals interesting, Corky, because in many ways both sides of the ball scored as a win for them. Yankton scored points, and Huron says we kept you out of the end zone.
Well, yeah, exactly. We did cut the deficit. We got there. Now we're kept them out of there, and we'll hopefully we can do something with this possession right here.
For me, though, the end of the day, I'll take the points.
Oh, absolutely.
Of any type.
Yep.
Especially in a game like this. 10-0, early third quarter. Huron Tigers gave up really one big play there, and then Yankton was able to convert it into the field goal, but the defense again held Yankton out of the end zone. And now kicking off to the Huron Tigers. Trujillo put the toe to the ball. Going to be a squib kick. Going to be fielded at the 20 by Caudell. Crosses the field up to the 30 and will be dropped there at about the 31. And that's where the Huron Tigers will have it, 1st and 10. So now the offense needs to get something going here. They had one definite scoring threat, but again, couldn't punch it in after a 1st and goal at the 6. Right here now it's going to be 1st and 10 Huron from the Yankton 31-yard line. Early third quarter, Yankton now up 10-0 on Huron. Pistol formation on the 1st and 10 play. Keep it on the ground. Caudell off right tackle. And gets it up to about the 35, gain of 3 or 4 on the play. And we do need to mention, Corky, the O-line, Caudell. He hasn't had a lot of flashy runs, but it's been consistent, a lot of 3s and 4s, and give credit to those offensive linemen, and 4 of them are seniors.
Well, exactly. They're giving him all he needs is a hole, and he's hitting it hard. That's what you got to do.
2nd and 6 from the 35-yard line. Pistol formation, handoff up the middle. Caudell again, he's going to be stacked up at the 35. Good form tackle by Tucker Gilmore of the Bucks. And that will set up 3rd down. Oh, there's a penalty marker on the play, so check that out first. Just saw that. Huron backing up, so it looks like this will go against the Tigers. It'd be about 3rd and 5, but Yankton would just soon walk them back, I guess. It'll be a 10-yarder. Holding on the Jackson Reno. Sure, I play up the O-line, then we get a hold. 4th penalty, 30 yards. Puts the ball back to the 26-yard line. So now 2nd and 15 for Huron from their own 26. Pistol again for McNeil. Straight drop, throws the deep over the middle, and intercepted. Intercepted by Goebel as it went through the hands of the receiver, and Goebel will take it back for the score. Looked like Gainey had a chance at it, but a big hit put on Gainey, and then Goebel just picked it and took it back, and bad to worse as Yankton goes up 16-0. Pick 6 for Goebel, I would say about 40 yards out. And now, just like that, in a little over 4 minutes, Yankton has put some space here between themselves and the Huron Tigers. Now, it looked like the ball was pretty much on target. It looked like Gainey had a shot at it, but he took a shot. And then that gave Goebel the pick and nobody in front of him. Extra point for Trujillo. Kick is up, and it is good. 17-0 Yankton early in the third quarter, 8:37 to go. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at top? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, tough break for the Huron Tigers. Yankton scores 10 points in just over 4 minutes to start the second half, and from a 7-0 lead, now 17-0. Now the Huron Tigers need to get something going in offense.
We got to poke it in, guys. We got to get some payday here.
See if the special teams can make a play. That pick six, boy, it looked like the ball was a little high, but still catchable. C.J. Gainey did take a pretty big lick, and then Goebel was right there to catch it, and there was nobody that was going to be able to catch him down the right sideline. Trujillo with the kickoff again, high end over end, goes to the right side and corralled at the 8-yard line. I believe that's Moding, and still on the sideline, gets past the 20, maybe up close to the 25, and that's where the Tigers will take over, 1st and 10. But now the offense, we got to think more about than just keeping the clock rolling. Now you got to come up with some explosive plays, come up with some plays that can maybe make a difference. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line for the Tigers. Pistol formation, Caudell behind McNeil on 1st and 10. Caudell up the middle, or is that Hulst? I think that's Hulst running hard. And did the ball come out? Yankton says they had the ball. I thought it looked like it was ripped out. And another turnover on back-to-back plays. Ball was ripped out, and Yankton has the ball again. And the bottom is falling out very quickly. Back-to-back plays, an interception, now a fumble, and Yankton has the ball again with 8:25 to go, third quarter, and they've quickly scored 10 points. And now have a chance to add on more deep in Huron territory. They'll have it here 1st and 10 at the Huron 31-yard line. See if Cam Schaff goes for the throw. Nope, it's Cirk up the middle. Not much as he's caught in the middle. Flag on the play. Colby Hofer on the stop for the Huron Tigers. And a penalty marker came out where you would envision offensive holding. And Yankton is backing up. Mark Cottle gets the call. Yankton, 4th penalty, 40 yards, first here of the second half. That'll back Yankton up to the 43-yard line, and now it's 1st and 20 for Yankton from the 43. Straight drop, Cam Schaff, short pass on the flat, it's complete. Peterson gets one guy to miss, then gets brought down from behind by Charlie Martin, the sophomore nose. But a sweet move by Peterson. Then he got some extra yards before Martin there on the stop. Gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Yankton from the 34-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Straight drop. Here comes the rush. And Kamshoff going to be sacked for the 2nd time. Ethan Olson was the first man in there. Ended up being Haig Martin that got in on the stop. But he's dropped back to the 40-yard line, so that's a loss of 4, second sack of the game for Huron. Again, Charlie Martin and Colby Haig is who I'm going to give the sack. Now it's 3rd and about 16 for Yankton. Back at the 38-yard line, trips left. Kampshoff rolls to the left, trying to get away from Johnson, throws short, the pass complete to Peterson out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 6 or 7 for Yankton. See where they spot the ball. Gain of 9. 4th and 6, 4th and 7 for Yankton from the 29. Important for the Tiger defense to get off the field. Empty backfield, long count for Kampshoff. Nobody bites. He's looking to pass. Throws over the middle. Man wide open and overthrew him. Tucker Gilmore was wide open. And is there a flag on the play?
Yeah, I see one down there.
Where's it at? Oh, down there. Oh, it's holding on Yankton. Huron will decline, and Huron will get the ball back, so Huron avoids more points. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. Yankton up 17-0. Huron's got to find something to go offensively, so that turnover. Got to remember, Huron's turned the ball over 3 times, and 2 of them have resulted in touchdowns for Yankton. That's really the difference in this game. 1st and 10 for Huron. They'll get the ball at their own 29-yard line, but Huron again, back-to-back plays, back-to-back turnovers. First things first, let's hang on to the ball. Get a good gain here on 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 29. Pistol formation, McNeil. Play action, going to throw. Now he's in trouble, gets away from it to the right. He'll throw short, the pass complete right on the sideline. Nice catch over there by Moding. Ends up being just a very short gain on the play. We'll give him 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. But again, McNeil kept the play alive with his feet. Remember, Mitchell's Pat Larson said that. Think about McNeil, he runs so well, but he's really not running to gain yardage. He's running to keep the play alive, and we saw it there. 2nd down and 6 from the 33-yard line. McNeil play action again, looking, throwing deep. He's got Gainey over the middle, makes the catch at the 30. He had a step on Goebel. Gainey ran the deep post. There's a big play for Huron, the first down of the second half. And a gain of 36 yards to Gainey. And Huron in business, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Got to get points here. 1st and 10 at the 31 as we near the middle point of the third quarter. Yankton now up 17-0. Shotgun and keeper for McNeil, and Kroll catches him from behind, and no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Again, we're using McNeil a little more with the run, although I just talked about how he runs more to keep plays alive, but we've had more designed runs for McNeil tonight, I think, than most any other game this year. Officially, he's only ran it 5 times, but it seems like more. 2nd and 10 for Huron from the Yankton 31-yard line. Clock rolls inside of 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The drizzle has not let up the entire ball game. 2nd down and 10, pistol. And play action, McNeil, plenty of time. Now he's running out of time. Rolls to the right, flag on the play, and he throws it on the comebacker to Gainey, and the flag most likely going to be a hold on Huron. That's where that usually happens. It was as McNeil was trying to keep it alive, and it is a hold on Huron. Now you get confused. Does it go from the spot of from the line of scrimmage or the
line of scrimmage?
Yeah, line of scrimmage. Now that's the new rule this year, which is a good rule. 5th penalty for 40 yards on Huron. That one goes on Connor Johnson again. That's what happens sometimes with linemen when the quarterback starts running around there. You're not sure where he's at. You're not sure if the ball's out. The bottom line is you just have to keep blocking until you hear a whistle. So 2nd and 20 from the 41-yard line. You're on now a penalty to overcome. 2 receivers left, 1 right, straight drop. Here comes the blitz, throw it to the near sideline, and Moding incomplete. Nicely played by Carson Ness as he timed it, almost got the pick. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 20 at the 41-yard line. 5:01 to go in the third quarter. In the offensive line, yeah, there's been a couple of penalties, but they have given Colton McNeil the time. Of course, Colton helps with moving around back there too. But Huron two sacks. Yankton doesn't have any, and Huron's had the ball much more than what Yankton has had. 3rd and 20 for Huron from the 41-yard line. 2-down territory. There's no point of punting at this stage of the game. Midway through the third quarter, down 17-0. Motion is Moding. And going to do the quick pass. The hook and ladder to Moding. He has it at the 35. They're not going to get too much more. The ball was bobbled a bit by Gainey, and that gave Yankton's defense time to recover. He was shoved out of bounds by Tucker Gilmore. Do get 9 yards out of it. Why not try something? Try something like
first time. Nothing to lose here.
Yeah, first time we've seen that this year. So 4th and 11 for Huron from the Yankton 32-yard line. Yankton up 17-0 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 left. On 4th down, play action. Here comes the rush, lobbed over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Kroll got a hand on it, and McNeil had to throw it before he wanted to, as he had a big rush coming in on him, and that actually was Kroll on the rush. But McNeil threw that before he wanted to, but he just knew he had to get it up in the air and hope that either a penalty or something would happen. But incomplete. Huron gives it up on downs. Yankton gets the ball back with 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Yankton with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Here's the inside pitch to Sheldon coming out right. Flag on the play, breaks the tackle. He's got the 45 and finally knocked out of bounds by Juergens and Caudell. I would imagine this is coming back. I don't think Coach Muth is happy with the flag, as he's a couple of yards out on the field. It is a hold on Yankton. 5th penalty, 50 yards. And now it does come from the spot of the foul since it was upfield. Lucas Cordell is called for the hold. That will put Yankton back to their own 27-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 15 for Yankton. Now the gain was close to the 50-yard line, so it was about an 18, 19-yard gain. Now the officials are having a discussion in the middle of the field. 4:06 to go, third quarter. Yankton 17, Huron 0 on your Kurtz Heating and Cooling scoreboard update. And I'm having trouble gathering some of the scores here. What are we discussing here?
I have no idea. The play's pretty much cut and dried here.
That was a hold. You walked it off. And after that, nothing. And looks like the one official is reporting something to Coach Strand, whatever that is. So 1st and 15 for Yankton now at their own 27-yard line. They'll go trips right, 1 receiver left, pistol, long count. Kampshoff to throw. Here comes the rush, and he'll throw it short. Boy, coming in, Fitzer came in hard off the right side, and Kampshoff had to throw it before he was ready, and nobody had a shot at that one. It'll be 2nd and 15. Well, we asked the Huron defense coming in tonight to be more aggressive than they were last week. We have been more aggressive this week.
Oh, doing an absolutely fantastic job tonight.
2nd down and 15 from the 27-yard line. Shotgun. Here comes motion. That's Goebel. And Kampshoff. Here comes the rush again. Throws over the middle. Pass is tipped and incomplete. Lucky for Huron. Tucker Gilmore. He would have had room to run because he had a step on the defender. Caudell came in and ran, really kind of, I think, forced Kampshoff to throw that before he was ready, and that probably helped out as well. And it'll be 3rd and 15 for Yankton at their own 27-yard line. Trips right, 1 receiver left on the 3rd and long for the Bucks. Roll out, Kampshoff to the right, has time, looking, throws deep down the field, and Ness will come back and get the ball and catch it at the 45. Ness and Juergens were just kind of trying to find the ball there, and that time it was Kampshoff keeping the play alive with his legs, and the ball goes all the way down to the Huron 44-yard line, and Yankton gets the first down. That's a gain of 29 yards. Again, the pass was underthrown. I don't think Ness caught it or found it right away, and Juergens never did. So 1st and 10 for Yankton at the Huron 44-yard line as they convert a 3rd and 15. In motion is Connor Slaba. Handoff straight ahead to running back. That's a new guy in there running the ball. Shaler Platt. That's the guy. You hear a big cheer from the Yankton stand or Yankton fans, which are right below me. Shaler Platt has missed pretty much the entire year with an injury. Was a starter last year for Yankton, and I'm not sure if he played at the beginning of the season or not, but he basically hasn't played all year. Coach Muth said he would be back, but probably on defense. But there, he got a 9-yard carry. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 35-yard line as Yankton again getting into scoring position. And handoff straight ahead, Cirk, and he's going to be hit behind the line. No, they whistled it dead. Break there for Huron. Colby Hofer will get the tackle. Cirk kind of bounced off it, and we had a quick whistle there, but we'll take it.
Exactly.
Not only a quick whistle, Yankton loses 2 yards out of the deal. Maybe 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for Yankton. Back at the 36-yard line. Clock rolls with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Yankton has bumped up their lead to 17-0. Tigers have had some fight in there tonight, but boy, just cannot. 2 turnovers have probably been key as much as anything. 3rd and short for Yankton, running a lot of motion, trying to draw Huron off. Handoff Platt up the middle, runs in the middle of the line, tries to keep the legs moving. He'll be dropped for no gain. Ethan Olson in on the stop for Huron, along with Colby Hofer. Maybe a yard on the play, 4th down, and Yankton probably going to go for it here. Clock rolls with 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Yankton up 17-0, scored 10 minutes in the first 4 minutes plus of the third. Yankton may be going to run down the play clock here. They're just standing out there right now, letting the clock run. So actually using some time, even though we're still here in the third quarter. And this is the first time Yankton's had the play clock go down inside of 10 seconds tonight. I think we have a timeout coming up. Timeout Yankton, 46 seconds to go, third quarter. Yankton up 17-0. Timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
They threw a flag.
Well, they threw a flag?
On the scoreboard on 3rd Street in downtown Huron. Check out their menu at their website, www.scoreboardhuron.com. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Ensure that essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Well, after further review, there was not a timeout. Yankton took a 5-yard delay of game and then punted the ball. The ball was downed inside the 10-yard line, but there's a penalty marker in the middle of the field, and some Huron Tigers are clapping their hands. The inadvertent face mask called on Yankton, I believe. They never said who was on. They just said inadvertent face mask. Now the white hat going over to visit with Coach Muth on the Yankton sideline. I think they're actually calling it on Huron. Well, they never said which team it was on Huron. So it'll be about a 4-yard penalty on Huron, but at least Huron does get the ball back with 37 seconds to go, third quarter. But Huron pinned deep in their own territory. We'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line. Tiger defense has battled mightily here. Now the Tiger offense deep on their end of the field. 1st and 10 from the 4. McNeil in the end zone, going to roll out, throw, and it throws short. Not much of a gain there, maybe 2 yards on the play. And that may be the final play here of the third quarter. Gain of 3 on the play. Who caught that? I didn't see.
I think it was Molding. Could be
Molding? That's who gets it now. Be 2nd and 7, maybe 2nd and 6. Huron does not have to snap it if they don't want to. With 5, 4, 3 seconds to go here, they do snap it. Handoff up the middle. Caudell breaks through the middle. He's up to the 20, 25, 27. Good call to get the snap off before the end of the third quarter. 22 yards for Cash and Caudell. That will end the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Yankton 17, Huron 0. We'll take a timeout of 1 minute on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95. 1 minute on Dakota Sports, Tiger 95.
Technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Brushing up? Bettering yourself? Or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
First and 10, Huron Tigers from their own 28. McNeil, straight drop, throws short, complete to Gainey. Heads up field, not going to get a whole lot out of that as he kind of got headlocked at about the 31-yard line. Gain of 3 or so on the play. It'll be second down for Huron. They'll put the ball to the right between the 30 and 31. We'll give it 4, second and a long 6. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Yankton up 17-0. Huron, a fumble was turned into a touchdown by Yankton in the first quarter. In the third quarter, Yankton with a pick 6. Really, those two plays, those two turnovers, Yankton turned into 14 points, the biggest difference in this game. Second down from the 31-yard line for Huron, right in front of me now. McNeil under pressure. He's going to be dropped. First sack of the game for Yankton, all the way back to the 18-yard line. As making the sack, Donald Rounds, who's had a pretty nice game defensively for Yankton, and that's a big loss all the way back to the 18-yard line. And loss of about 12 on the play, and that's the difference. Here on 2 sacks, but they're only for about 3 or 4 yards. Yankton gets a sack, and it's 12 yards, and third and 18. Third and 19, we'll call it, from the 18-yard line for Huron. 10.5 minutes to go in the game. Yankton up 17-0. McNeil, play action, straight drop. Gets it out to Hofer, and he tries to get by Goebel, spins forward, does get it up to about the 26. The lobbed Hofer will gain about 8, but going to be 4th and long. And what do you do if you're the Tigers here? Do you go for it on 4th and 12 from your own 26? And it looks like we are changing personnel. Gain of 8 on the play, and Colby Hofer will be asked to punt here with inside of 10 minutes to go in the game. Yankton up 17-0. Can't fault the Hurons' effort tonight for sure. Colby Hofer to punt. And line drive kick, end over end, going to bounce at the 50, take a nice Huron roll, then picked up by Gilmore up the middle of the field, and he'll get tackled near midfield. Open field tackle by Riley Winiger, the sophomore. He missed the middle part of the season. He was actually made a couple of nice plays on special teams, then broke his ankle in PE. It happens.
Oh, boy. Button is too tough on him.
He was in the high school, not the middle school. It was Clayton's fault. 1st and 10, Yankton at the 48-yard line, 9:35 to go in the game. They bring motion. Kampshoff will pitch it. Coming far, and a nice move by Cirk to get away from the first guy, but he's going to be dropped for a 1-yard loss as Colby Hofer and Fitzer, Tyson Fitzer's had a nice game defensively tonight. He missed some time this year with injury. Loss of 2 on the play for Cirk. I believe it was Ethan Olson, the first guy there, didn't make the play, but he kind of blew it up for Hofer to get over there. 2nd down and 11 for Yankton from the 48, and I'm going to jinx it here, but Huron's defense has really controlled Yankton's running game again tonight. 2nd down and 11. Brings some motion and play action, and Kampshoff under some pressure will throw short. The pass complete. Good open field tackle by C.J. Gainey. They got it to Matthew Sheldon. He's going to get about 2 or 3 yards on the play right up to the 50-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3, and it's going to be 3rd and 9 for Yankton from the 50. Clock continues to roll with 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Yankton up 17-0. Been a great effort tonight by our Huron Tigers. But again, 2 turnovers have really been the difference here tonight. 3rd and long for Yankton right at the 50-yard line. Going to my left. 2 receivers left. Shotgun, roll out to the left for Kampshoff, looking. He'll throw short, and the pass almost intercepted. Gavin Moding had it in his hands as he cut in front of Peterson. I'm not saying he was going to score, but he was going to go downfield for a while. But you got to catch it before you can run it. 4th down, Yankton brings the punt unit in. Again, Tigers have played well defensively tonight.
Absolutely.
Gainey is back deep to receive along with Landon Hulst as Trujillo is on to punt the ball away for the Bucks. 8:04 to go in the game. Yankton will punt at 4th and 9. Snap is there, and Trujillo will kick it. Going to be a wobbler, go off to the right, and not a great punt as it will see where they mark it out, but 25, 30.
He keeps running.
He's still running all the way to the 38-yard line, so that's a 12-yard punt. And Huron gets some good field position with 7:59 to go in the game. 17-0. Yankton leading, and Huron some decent field position at their own 38-yard line. But you got to do something with it, and the kicker is you got to score 3 times down 17-0, but you can't score twice till you score once. 1st and 10 for Huron. Up the middle, Caudell, and he's going to get up to about the 43-yard line. Never actually got fully tackled, but they whistled it dead. Or no, excuse me, that is Hulst, not Caudell. 25, not 15, running the ball. He does get 5 yards on the play. Landon Hulst getting a little more time there at the I-back. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 43-yard line. They'll stay in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And straight drop for McNeil. He's under pressure, throws short. The pass complete to Moding, bobbled it, and he tries to lean forward. He's going to be very close to the 1st down. They will stop the clock to take a look at it. It's either going to be 1st and 10 or, yep, they're going to get, we're at the point of the game, too, where they probably aren't going to measure if they don't have to, and it is a 1st down for Huron. 3rd first down of the second half, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, 5 yards for Moding. Straight ahead is Hulst again, breaks a tackle into Yankton territory down to the 44. That's a gain of 8 yards for the sophomore, Landon Hulst. It'll be 2nd and 2. So Hulst getting some time in the backfield. Of course, going to have somebody be that primary back next year with Cash and Caudell, a senior. 2nd down and 2 from the 44-yard line. Stay in the pistol for Huron. And McNeil looks right. Now steps up, rolls it to the right, being chased, flag on the play. And he'll throw short. It's incomplete, and this will be a hold about guaranteed. Now we're starting to see a trend here where Colton starts to roll out and we end up with a holding call.
Yep. Not a good trend to have.
You know, we had 2nd and 2. Now they're going to walk off 10 yards. So 2nd and 2 becomes 2nd and 12. 6th penalty for 50 yards against the Huron Tigers. And the ball will go back to the Huron side of the 50 to the 46, 47-yard line. 6:29 to go in the game. Yankton leading 17-0. Winner of this game gets the winner of Sturgis at T, which will now be played tomorrow night due to the bad weather, the bad roads, in the Rapid City area. So 2nd and 12 for Huron, back at the 46-yard line. Holst remains the pistol back behind McNeil. 2 receivers right, 1 left on 2nd and long. McNeil again rolling to the right, in trouble, and he's going to go down back at the 32. Edley Amaro with the sack, and we go from 2nd and 2 to 3rd and forever. What's east of here? What's west of here? 3rd down, and we got to get there.
I don't know anything down here.
All the way back to the 33-yard line. So that loss goes back, and again, 2nd sack of the game, but both have been for double-digit yards, and now we're at 3rd and 26 at the 33. We're at the Huron 33, and we have to get to about the Yankton 42 for the first down. Inside of 6 minutes to go on the clock as well. And
flag over there.
No, flag over there. Did we run? Yep, the play clock ran out. Or did we get a timeout? Nope. Another 5 yards. Why not? 7th penalty, 55 yards. Now we're back to the 28. It's going to be 3rd and 31. So again, you got 2 downs here. I would not think we'll punt it at this point. 5:37 to go in the game, and just a straight run up for Hulse. Not much. Up to the 31, gets a gain of 3, 4th and long. Nope, we are going to bring the punt unit in. 4th down, 4th and long. Again, we go from 2nd down and 2 to 4th and 28. A penalty and a sack pretty much took that drive out. And Colby Hofer will punt. He's counting to see if he's got enough guys. Doesn't look like they do. 4, 8, 9.
He's got 2 hands up. We're short.
Yep. Oh, what's another delay a game if that's what happens here? Inside of 5 seconds on the play clock, and we will get the snap off. Hofer with the punt, straight up in the air. And we'll drop inside the 50 and be downed at about the Huron 48. It's not a real long punt there either. 4:44 to go in the game. Yankton looks to be in the control now, up 17-0. But Huron gave them a battle, especially from what we saw up in Huron last week. Huron Tigers, again, made Yankton work for this one tonight. At the end of the day, those 2 turnovers were the biggest plays of the game. 1st and 10, Kampshoff, the first string still in there for Yankton. And handoff up the middle, and Sirk gets his first good run of the game up the middle, tripped up at about the 27-yard line. The Tiger defense probably getting a little weary now. That's going to be a gain of 21, easily the best run of the night for Yankton. Sirk for 21. It'll be 1st and 10 for Yankton at the Huron 28-yard line. This point, though, I'm sure Bucks just want to keep the clock rolling as well, as we're down to 4:20 left in the game.
And they huddled.
Yeah, that's should have taken a picture of that. That doesn't ever happen. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. They'll stay in the pistol, long count, and hand off to Platt up the middle, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, Connor Johnson at the bottom of that pile. Good sportsmanship as Platt helped Johnson up after Johnson made the tackle. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Yep, now they're huddling, and now they want to see that play clock roll. 3:37 and counting to go in the game is, again, a great effort by the Huron Tigers, but Yankton going to escape with the win here tonight and move to the semifinals next week. Platt again with the handoff, breaks one tackle, tries to turn the corner, gets tripped up at about the 27-yard line. Over there on the far side of the field was Sean Messamore, I believe. Yep. Or is that Bischoff? Bischoff. It's 14, not 11. Peyton Bischoff with the tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 7. Actually, 3rd and 8 after a gain of 2 on the play for Platt. 3rd and 8 from the 26 for Yankton. And the Huron into the field. 2 receivers left, 1 right, long count. And again, they do play action. Going to throw short. The pass complete to Gilmore. He'll be tackled inside the 20. Tackle made by C.J. Gainey. That's going to be very close to the first down. They take a look at it. I doubt they'll measure it. They'll probably just give them the first down at this point, I would imagine. So 8-yard gain is either going to be 1st and 10 or 4th and short, and they will actually measure. I didn't think they would. So measurement on the play. It'll be 4th and short or 1st and 10 for Yankton, but again, we're just to the point where we're going to try and run out the clock. Watertown is taking control over Aberdeen, now up 35-17 early in the 4th quarter. Our game over on KOKK. Avon leading Hitchcock-Tulare 22-0 early 2nd quarter. DeSmit leads Gayville-Vollen 21-0. And Corky, your Potter County Battlers are in the semifinals.
Wow.
They beat Corsica-Stickney 24-20. It's your Kurtz Heating and Cooling scoreboard update. It is a first down by half a length of the football. And that is the 4th first down of the game for Yankton. That drizzle has never backed off tonight.
Oh, absolutely not.
Seems like every time I look, it actually looks a little heavier.
You know, the thing is, we had a little bit of breeze once in a while, but nothing as far as the wind goes.
Yeah, it's drifting right to left, so basically west to east, so there is a little air circulation, but again, nothing serious. And the clock will start to run again inside of 2.5 minutes to go, and Yankton going to use the play clock, and I would imagine keep it on the ground. I was a little surprised they threw there, but it was a safe pass as well. So 1st and 10, they do bring some motion. That's Ness. And they will pass. A little surprise, set up the screen, and the pass complete to Gilmore, I believe. He's going to go inside the 15, break a tackle, brought down inside the 10, down to the 9. Oakley Anderson, Colby Hofer with the play. And I think that was intended for Platt. I think they're trying to get Platt a touchdown is what I think they're trying to do here. So I think that was intended for him, but Sheldon caught it anyway. 2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line with 1:45 to go in the game. Yankton can score here if they want. We'll see if they're being aggressive about it. Well, they threw a screen on first down, so that tells you something. And handed off up the middle. Platt, he gets tripped up after a gain of 2 on the play. Fitzer on the stop for the Tigers. And that was a first down, so I guess forgot about that. It was 2 to go, and he got 2. So 1st and goal for Yankton from the 7-yard line with the clock rolling inside 1:15 to go in the game. So Yankton will win it. Huron Tigers will see their season come to an end at 4-6. But a lot of accomplishments this year, and Yankton is going to go into the victory formation with one guy back deep and under center snap, which we've only saw one other time tonight, I think, and taking a knee is Kampshoff. He'll have to take one more, and then the game will be in the books. But, Coach, after 2 years missing out on the playoffs, this is definitely an improvement. We're competitive with a Yankton team this week after we weren't last week. So lots of things to build on. Feel tough for the seniors, and we had a bunch of them this year, but Yankton will win it. Final score, Yankton defeats the Huron Tigers 17-0. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Back with the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game. 1 minute before 8 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM Huron. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
30 stores in 12 states. Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Are you ready for a new era in orthopedic care? HRMC introduces Dr. Kevin Hofer, a proud Huron native, bringing revolutionary orthopedic care to our community. Dr. Hofer offers expertise in robotic-assisted surgery for less pain and a faster recovery. Superior orthopedic care is available locally. Join us in welcoming Dr. Hofer and embracing the future of orthopedics. HRMC, the right care is right here.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ Blizzard. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake or a DQ Blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And we can start off our Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game. Yankton Bucks, they had to work for it tonight. Huron Tigers gave them all they wanted, but 2 turnovers, basically the difference in the game as Yankton wins it 17-0. A first quarter fumble by Huron gave Yankton the ball at the 34 and took a couple plays to get it in. And then a pick six early in the second half after Yankton went ahead 10-0. A pick six by Austin Goebel. That proved to be the backbreaker then as the Bucks went on to win. But Corky, it just didn't look like the same 2 teams as last week. Huron Tigers were defensively were so much better than last week.
Oh, absolutely. Those kids, whatever game plan them guys worked on this week, they had it down. And everybody on defense, they even come in, the guys who sub in, whatever, they all were at their positions. They all played what they're supposed to do, and they did an outstanding job from top to bottom.
Do have some stats here. We'll run these down while Coach Strand is talking to the team, still out on the field in the drizzle. For Yankton, just 41 yards on the ground. Again, that was a good showing by the Tiger defense. They did have 244 yards through the air, but they weren't nearly as efficient in the passing game this week as they were last week. I think Kamshoff was 7 for 7 and at one point 11 of 13 passing in the first half. Today he was 13 as 27. Did have 244 yards. They did hit on a couple of big plays. Had a 38-yard play to begin the game, which Huron actually held Yankton out of the end zone, and then had a 52-yard pass on their first play of the second half. That set up the field goal. So some big plays. That was a difference there in the Yankton passing game. Again, Kampshoff, 13 of 27, 244 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. For the Huron Tigers, and let's do this quickly, I had Huron 133 yards on the ground, 118 through the air. Cashin Caudell, his final game as a Huron Tiger, 20 carries, 130 yards. Landon Hulse carried the ball 5 times for 21, and Colt McNeil carried it 5 times for 9 yards. Throwing the ball, McNeil was 11 of 23 for 118 yards, did throw the 1 pick, but otherwise was fairly efficient with the passing game tonight. So again, no flashy stats there, Corky, but again, it's kind of way the game went. I don't know if the weather conditions had that much to do with that, but I think it was more the Tiger defense. I did not keep my time of possession in the second half, but seemed like felt like it was a little more even than it was in the first half.
Well, I think so. They kind of balanced things out a little bit, but great effort on our guys. Great effort.
Defensive stats tonight. First off, for the Yankton Bucks, Donald Rounds had 8 tackles, also had a sack. Edley Amaro, 5 tackles, 2 assists, and a sack. Riker Frang, 3 tackles and an assist. Carson Ness, 3 tackles and an assist. Bryce Krall, 3 tackles, 4 assisted. Tyson Prouty, 3 tackles. Matthew Sheldon, 6 tackles and an assist. Lance Payer, 1 tackle. Tucker Gilmore, 4 tackles and an assist. Shaler Platt had a tackle. Austin Goebel had 4 tackles and had that pick 6, which was a huge play in this game. Bodie Thurman had a tackle for Yankton as well. For the Huron Tigers, Logan Leyendecker had a pair of tackles, 5 tackles, an assist, and also a pick. For C.J. Gainey, Holden Haig, 2 tackles, an assist, also half a sack. 5 tackles for Tyson Fitzer, 1 for Hunter Fensky. Cashin Caudell had 3 tackles, 4 for Gavin Moding and Colby Hofer. 5 tackles and a sack for Connor Johnson. 1 tackle Landon Holst, 1 tackle Charlie Martin. Martin also helped out with that sack with Holden Haig. Mason Jurgens, a tackle and an assist. Ethan Olson, a tackle and assist. Riley Winiger, Peyton Bischoff, Oakley Anderson all had tackles for the Huron Tigers defensively here tonight. And still waiting for Coach Strand. It looks like he's still out on the field, I believe. The seniors kind of staying out on the field. Always kind of a tough one when you play that final game of the season, especially when you're a senior. But, these kids, Connor Johnson mainly, I think he did get some starts in his sophomore year, definitely a 2-year starter, as was Martinez. Jackson Reno, a 3-year starter on that line. Liam Davis, that's a kid we haven't talked about a lot. He was a tight end till this year, needed help on the line, and said, hey, I'll go play tackle. And so an undersized tackle, but he was there at right tackle every game. And then Hunter Fensky, originally wasn't the plan to start him, but when OK2 went down in the second quarter of the first game, that forced their hand. And Hunter Fensky, he's going to be asked to be the anchor the next 2 years of that O-line.
Well, I tell you what, he got forced where he needed. They forced him into going there, and he's done an outstanding job. He grew with it all year long, and he's only going to get better from here on out.
Trying to tell if Strand's tried to make it up here yet, but
I can't even see him.
Yeah, I don't see him either. But of course, I kind of quit watching him after a while as well. So we'll get comments from Coach Strand. We will pick our First National Bank player of the game. Got to visit with Coach Strand. We have an idea what we want to do, but want to run it by Coach Strand first before we do so. Final score again, Yankton defeats the Huron Tigers tonight 17-0. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes. Return here to Crane Youngworth on Dakota Sports.
Are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Ghost Energy is the fully transparent, fully loaded, feel-good energy drink you've been waiting for. No sugar, no artificial colors, epic focus, complete performance. Pick up a can of Ghost Energy distributed by Elwine Brothers at Fair City Foods, Carlson's, Super X, Southside, Freedom, DJ's Travel Center, Lewis Drug, Thunderbird, and Corner Pantries in Huron. Elwine Brothers wishes the Huron Tigers best of luck. Go Tigers!
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
Once again, back here at Crane Youngworth, continue the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame. We really can't find Coach Strand right now. Let's do a Kurt's Heating and Cooling scoreboard update. First off, I wish I'd have known this during the game, but Colby Ofer's 16th birthday today. I would have rather said that after a tackle, but we'll take what we can get. So happy birthday, Colby, number 16 for the Huron Tiger. Final in Class 9B, Potter County 24, Corsica Stickney 20. Fulton leads Kadoka 48-0 early fourth quarter. DeSmet at halftime leads Gayville Vollen 28-0. Our game over on KOKK halftime, Avon 22, Hitchcock Tulare 0. In 9A, late in the ball game, Phillip leads Chester 46-15. Final, Canastota 70, Gregory 19. Late in the first half, Warner 48, Castlewood 0, and early in the second half, Dubrook 8, Alsetzer Hudson 0. 9AA, Howard defeated Elkton Lake Benton tonight 28-8. Hamlin leads Wall third quarter 14-7. Halftime, Platte Geddes leads Freeman Academy 20-6. Also halftime, Parkston 14, Hanson 0. 11B final, Winter defeated Roncalli 28-0. Late in the ball game, Rapid City Christian 13, Dual 8. Hot Springs at halftime leads Sioux Valley 28-13, and Tri-Valley up early second half 7-0 over Elk Point Jefferson. 11A halftime, Canton 22, Lennox 14. Halftime, Sioux Falls Christian 10, Dakota Valley 6. Late in the second quarter, Del Rapids 52, Madison 0, and halftime, West Central 45, Chamberlain 6. 11AA again, our final tonight, Yankton 17, Huron 0. Watertown is late in the game. They're on their way to the win there, leading Aberdeen 42-17. And an 11 AAA final, Harrisburg 42, Sioux Falls Washington 7. Brandon Valley leading Sioux Falls Jefferson 41-21 midway through the fourth quarter. And midway through the third quarter, O'Gorman 46, Roosevelt 6. That's your Kurt's Heating and Cooling scoreboard update. We'll take another timeout of 2 minutes. Gary Zell Auto Glass post game continues. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Places a heavy demand on your child's eyes and vision. Make sure your child has an annual back-to-school comprehensive eye exam. A child's physical development, academic, and athletic performance are all largely dependent on their vision. As children grow older, their eyes grow too. 80% of everything a child learns is through their visual pathways, so unnoticed visual problems can impact a child's capacity to learn. Don't put off your child's eye exam. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Kyle Porish today. The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Want a brand new vehicle? Need a low monthly payment? At Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron, it's the least we can do. Leased vehicles mean reduced maintenance costs and tax benefits. Save on a new Buick Encore GX. Lease now only $399 a month. Or choose a 2024 Chevy Trax. Lease for only $299 a month. Drive home a new GMC 1500 Crew Cab. Lease for $642 a month. It's the least we can do. At the new Olympic Chevrolet Buick GMC in Huron. Noonday. Same great service.
Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge is hiring cooks, bartenders, servers, hostesses, and dishwashers. It's a great opportunity. You could work full-time, part-time, make extra money, and big tips. Apply in person at Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge or online at hangarrestaurantandlounge.com. Join the team at Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. Apply in person or at hangarrestaurantandlounge.com.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
17-0. Yankton gets the win tonight. We're still waiting to see if Coach Strand can make it up here to have his comments here before we wrap things up tonight. Still have to pick our first National Bank player of the game. But, Corky, I mean, you had to like the effort from the Tigers tonight. We saw that in a few of those losses during the regular season. We could have maybe turned that around, but I thought the Tigers came out with their best game plan of the season and pretty much ran it. It was just unfortunate we couldn't punch one in the end zone, especially when we had the 1st and goal there in the second quarter.
Well, that was huge. Come away, work so hard to get down there, and everything goes your way, and then you just can't get it in there to get payday. And there's no doubt about that would have made a world of difference in the attitude, got kids fired up, and everything like that. We just couldn't do it. And, we had a heck of a game plan tonight, and it worked out very, very well for us. We just didn't get the opportunities that we needed, and we did cash in when we needed to.
So now as you look ahead, a lot of seniors on this team. Last year we had a big bunch of seniors, but not all of them actually played. Now this year it was a good, solid bunch. As I said, C.J. Gainey, a 3-year starter. Gavin Moding played a lot in his sophomore year and then started 2 years. Guys like that. We mentioned the 3 linemen up the middle, Brian Ramirez, Lee Jackson Reno, and also Connor Johnson. Those guys, that's big holes, especially when you look at the O-line where you got Hunter Fensky back, and then it's going to be new guys to fill out the rest of that line.
Well, they're going to have to step up. That's their opportunity there. The younger kids got some playing time this year on the JV and that, so they're going to have to figure out their role for next year, and they're going to have to step up and fill those holes.
So now as we look ahead, we have volleyball coming up, 2 games next week, and that will be followed by the Sodak 16 matchup after that, and basically, football finishing up here. Been a fun season here. I know we didn't see as much as you as we usually do, but, we got wrestling not that far away now.
Well, it's around the corner before we want to know it.
Yes, because now that we're talking snow in the forecast, winter sports can't be too far behind either.
Exactly.
Well, we'll take another one last 2-minute timeout here, see if we can see Coach Strand anywhere, and if not, we'll probably have to pick that player of the game and wrap it up here. So we'll take another 2-minute timeout here. Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame on Dakota Sports.
Shane Hartman here at Hartman Physical Therapy. I'd like to welcome you to visit our clinic at 2297 Kansas Avenue Southeast in Huron. We provide the care you need for orthopedics, sports injuries, spinal issues, arthritic conditions, and work-related injuries. Our licensed staff will assess the problem, provide the rehab, and get you on the road to recovery. Wishing all area athletes a healthy and successful season. Hartman Physical Therapy, restoring health through thoughtful patient care.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at Pop? PB Sports, of course. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron. For a great meal, count on the Scoreboard on 3rd Street in downtown Huron. Check out their menu at their website, www.scoreboardhuron.com. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Ensure that essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
One last time here from Yankton. I don't think Coach Strand's going to make it up here. First National Bank Player of the Game. We decided we'll do something a little different. Players of the Game. The award goes out to the 5 starting offensive linemen for the Huron Tigers. The center, the Jackson Reno. Offensive guards, Connor Johnson and Brian Chumley Ramirez. And then the tackles, sophomore. Let me check and see what that is before we go too much further. Also the now I lost my. Let's start that over again. The First National Make players of the game, the starting offensive line, Liam Davis, tackle, Hunter Fensky, tackle, guards are Connor Johnson and Brian Chumley Ramirez, and the center is the Jackson Reno. I think Coach Strand might be coming up here now because that's who that ding was, and just said he was caught up with the seniors, which is understandable. So
well,
we'll
exactly
still get
what you want to do.
Yeah, we'll still get some comments from him. But again, the starting offensive line, then OK2, just feel bad for him. He started the opening game and then had to blew out his knee in the second quarter of the second quarter of that first game, and that put Hunter Fensky in. Of course, we didn't lose. Hunter Fensky held his own, played both ways quite a bit, and he'll be asked to anchor it next year. Boy, they're shutting off all the lights. I think we better get going here. So again, the starting offensive line is the First National Bank players of the game. And the Huron Tigers see their season in tonight with a record of 4-6. So next up Tuesday, volleyball, Huron Tigers, O'Gorman Knights, 6:40 pre-match, 7 o'clock start from Sioux Falls. This has been a presentation of Dakota Sports, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.